Thanks for coming out to replace my battery.
No worries. It's all part of our service. We come to you anywhere, anytime, and installation is no extra.
No way.
Good
you
morning
get
from
more
TK
callers or
Shutter
go to
Reserve here in Clemsing and Adelaide
raa.com.au.
Northeast. It is time for round 14 of the WNPL. Metro United versus West Adelaide FC, proudly presented by VALO, professional LED lighting for sports, designed and engineered in Australia. Good morning, everyone. I am Andy Rusguy, joined this morning by Spiro Karanikos. Mimis, good morning.
Good morning, Andy. Fantastic football weather. It's wet, it's cold. This is the right type of weather to play the game in, right?
It is a touch over 10 degrees here in Clemsig, with showers expected throughout the morning. Getting in amongst that chilly weather will be Cass Trapietti, who joins us on the broadcast. Good morning to you, Cass. Gee, it does feel like a good time to be a football fan. You know, when the World Cup's on, there is a flow-on effect that any football game is interesting, and the WNPL have put on a thriller for us this afternoon here at TK Shutter Reserve. It's a double-header, of course, but the first game that we're going to get stuck into, the WNPL, Metro United versus West Adelaide. Gee, that's a thriller.
Yeah, this is a hugely important game, especially considering what happened last night. We might just have a look, actually, Andy, about what happened last night in WNPL and the ramifications of that. We'll get those results for you in a second. But this is now a crunch game for West Adelaide if they want to stay in touch with the top two. Adelaide City got a win last night. They're currently sitting top as it stands. If Metro get a result tonight, West Adelaide will be 8 points behind them and 7 points behind Adelaide City. Here are the results from last night in the WNPL. The NTC girls, well, they just go from strength to strength. That's a 2-0 win there against Cumberland. Great work by Michael Matriciani with those young ladies. Adelaide Uni beat a very improved Fulham 1-0. Fulham actually got their first win of the season a couple of weeks ago. 1-0 there to Adelaide Uni, and Salisbury Inter have collapsed a little bit, but it's always hard against its powerhouse like Adelaide City. They lost 2-0. Let's have a look at what those results did at the ladder. Andy, you might want to reflect on what the ladder looks like now.
Well, it's as tight as ever up at the top. Adelaide City, with a game in hand that they won last night over Salisbury Inter, leapt into top spot ahead of Metro United. They're on 34 points. As you can see, they're Metro just behind them. A win today would catapult them back in front into top position of the WNPL. West Adelaide, though, falling slightly adrift of the top two. Still plenty of distance between them and the drop into the non-finals positions. But West Adelaide will be looking to assert a bit of dominance on the top two. And they've got a chance today against Metro United. From there, it goes to the NTC girls, who are absolutely flying. The bottom half, Adelaide University, Salisbury into Cumberland United, and then Fulham in last position. It's a tight league at the top, but it's starting to get ever so slightly away from West Adelaide.
That's why today has become such a big game for West Adelaide. They need 3 points today. No doubt about it. Anything other than 3 points will see them behind the 8 ball in that chase for the top two position. Cass, why don't you tell us what's happened in the last few matches between these two teams?
Sure. So the Friday the 6th of April 2018, Metro 2, West Adelaide 1. So goals to Reid and Kuhar there, also Papa Georgiou for West Adelaide. So dangerous players always for those two sides. 25th of August, West Adelaide 4, Metro 3. That was the preliminary final. West Adelaide scoring in extra time to win. Friday 7th of July 2017, Metro 2, West Adelaide 1. Wednesday 8th of March 2017, pretty different result here. West Adelaide 5, Metro 1. So pretty tight for most part between the two sides.
Well, in fact, Cass, in the last 4 matches between these two teams, it's been split with 2 wins each. They average about 4.75 goals a game. Now, I know you can't have a 0.75 of a goal, Andy, but it's going to be always high scoring between these two teams. Really looking forward to seeing what is in store for us very soon. Kick-off not too far away.
An enormous doubleheader here at TK Shutter Reserve in Clemsig, round 14 of the WNPL. Metro United versus West Adelaide, proudly presented by VALO, professional LED lighting for sports, designed and engineered in Australia. And shout out to other sponsors as well. RAA, proudly supporting football in South Australia. Get an insurance quote today. And how good is this? Support women's football in South Australia. Claymore Wines donating $1 from every bottle sold at participating outlets to Women's Football Fund. Full details on the FFSA website. And of course, today's doubleheader live stream Metro United versus West Adelaide in WNPL, followed by Metro Stars versus West Adelaide in the NPL, brought to you on Facebook Live by Livestream Australia.
Yeah, big thank you to Livestream Australia for their great work and having us here again, Andy, and we really appreciate them for their support. Cass, why don't you tell us about what these two teams did in 2017, because the 2017 WNPL season was one for the ages, and these two teams couldn't really be separated. Well, they could, but it was so close.
It was very close. So West Adelaide were crowned premiers on goal difference ahead of Metro. So one up for them there. Of course, they lost the grand final to City and eliminated by Metro United in the prelim. So, yeah, very tight. I think it'll be the same today.
Yeah, it will be very tight. And as we just saw in the ladder, it's close. A result for West Adelaide would see them get to within 2 points of Metro, but a loss or a win for Metro would give them a bit of daylight between them and third, as the rain has just started tumbling down here at TK Shutter Reserve. I always like playing games in this weather. I don't know about you two, but these are the fun days.
Hey, it's pretty difficult to draw a comparison between last year's Metro and this year's Metro, isn't it? Because of the amount of talent that they brought in over the off-season. I mean, you look at players that wouldn't have been playing in these last seasons, players like Nicole Calder, like Rachel Quigley, Stella Regan, of course, playing elsewhere in the WNPL, Kelsey Zafaridis. They've recruited strong, and they even pinched a couple of West Adelaide players as well in the process.
They did, and they are a powerhouse in this league. Don't mistake that for a second. I'm particularly looking forward to seeing young Chrissy Panagaris, who has just taken this league by storm. If she's not in W League contention with her current form, then I don't know much about this game. 13 games so far in the W League season for young Chrissy Panagaris, 18 goals scored. Interestingly, though, just on that point, West Adelaide actually have the best defence in the league. They've only conceded 9 goals this season. They're playing the best attack in the league. The old adage that defences win games, though. So that's in West Adelaide's favour. Kaz, from a West Adelaide perspective, who are you looking forward to seeing play today?
Definitely Nicole Tilley. I always enjoy watching her. It's great to see Georgie Nicola back from that unfortunate injury last season.
Yes.
So it's fantastic to see her back, and I think she will definitely be a game changer.
Plenty of talent. Plenty of talent on both sides. Let's go through the starting lineups for both Metro United and West Adelaide. We'll start with Metro United. In goals, Kelly Baltrop. Their defence as strong as can be in the WNPL. Nicole Calder and Christy Moore in the fullback positions. Isabella Scalzi and Ebony Kiriakou in the centre of defence. In the midfield, Vanessa Reid, Rachel Quigley and Rochelle Kuhar. And then up front, Stella Regan, Chrissy Panagaris and Donica Kane on the bench. Steer Zafaridis, Tadino and Hammond. I mean, just looking at the bench is a strong outfit.
Those 4 players would easily start in any other WNPL team. We should mention that Toth, the reserve goalkeeper, is actually a late out. So Metro don't have a backup goalkeeper if something was to happen to Baltrop. So that's interesting. A few extra elbows in the corners maybe now?
Yeah.
Could be. A couple of interesting positions here. Rachel Quigley playing quite deep. We know she likes to be a striker, but you've effectively got 4 strikers for this Metro lineup. Vanessa Reid not shy of scoring, neither is Rochelle Kuhar.
Yeah.
This is a team that has every intention of scoring as many goals as possible.
Absolutely, and I think what we know about Rachel Quigley is that her first touch and her ability to bring the ball down and control and lay them off is second to none. She did it for Adelaide United a couple of years ago and did it comfortably against some of the best players going around in the W League. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the number 10 spot.
Marie Spagnoletti, the coach of Metro United. Let's have a look at the West Adelaide lineup this afternoon.
So we've got Sarah Willisey in goals. Where are we?
Nanita Burgess is playing at left back there, Cass, and then we go into the midfield with Papa Georgiou.
Saroulis there, Hodgson, Manny Daru, Christy Huia, Pablo Manolakos. Then we've got DeBono and Nicola up front. Nicole Tilley on the wing.
And on the bench, they've got Burnett, Macri, Nishitani, Herando, and Hall, the reserve goalkeeper. Thank you very much, Cass.
McCormick, the coach of that side. I mean, when you look at West Adelaide, top goal scorer for the season, Christina Papagiorgio, it's quite the opposite. We're almost looking at 2 polar opposite teams here for Metro and West Adelaide. A team that is so focused on the attack in Metro, and West Adelaide more content to soak up pressure. I mean, players like Nanita Burgess, Papa Giorgio, Hodgson, these are all goal threats.
Yes.
Playing that deep. They're going to look to shut out any opportunity Metro want to win this game.
Absolutely, and again, we'll just reflect on the fact that West Adelaide do have the best defence in the league, only conceding 9 goals so far this season. Of course, we know Emily Hodgson plays regularly for the Adelaide United W League team, a fantastic footballer and a fantastic athlete. Nanita Burgess, Andy, who we spoke to just a few weeks ago, she is a quality player. Of course, Christina Papageorgiou, well, I mean, what more superlatives can you say about her? She's a fantastic footballer, great person to boot too, and a talent and the heart and soul of this team, and rightly so, captain.
Seems like, Cass, the major advantage that West Adelaide have is experience.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of experience there, especially with the captain, Papageorgiou. In saying that, though, you've got some experience with Metro too. So Regon's got her experience, her Adelaide United experience as well. So
Today's officials walking out, leading it: referee Daniel Bryant, his assistants Alex Diamond, Andrew Murray. No VAR today.
Well, we've got a VAR, haven't we? Here we can see the replays and make decisions. Maybe we can get Cass to run out and just maybe throw the TV screen up and say, actually, you might have got that one wrong, ref. That wasn't a penalty, or it was a corner. Good little crowd too forming here at TK Shutter Reserve. Excellent support of women's football as usual. Not too far away from kickoff here at TK Shutter Reserve.
Say shout out to some of other sponsors. CAF sponsored by Dry Greek Auto Wreckers, 310 Cormac Road, Winfield. Adelaide Wrecking Yard, stocking second-hand and rebuilt parts, 8260-3088. The top Golf Scorer of the Year award brought to you by the OAS Group. They provide a range of construction, building, design and renovation. Ryan Marveggio, Anthony Di Bartholomew and Diego Barbaro are the professionals to help you build your dream home. Give Ryan a call, 0401 447 199. The stats today are brought to you by Chemist King, Hectorville on Glenburn Road, 84 Glenburn Road there at Hectorville. Go see Michael Achelio for a range of pharmaceutical products. Around the Ground Score is brought to you by West Beach Pizza Bar, 699 Burbridge Road, West Beach, for your mouth-watering, delicious pizzas.
Good pizzas.
And the replay and the Player of the Year award brought to you by the fantastic team at Live Streaming Australia, LSA. If you're looking for live streaming for your sports event, corporate functions, business seminars, see the experts at LSA. Live Streaming Australia. Give Andrew Sperling a call on 0418 847 125.
Thank you so much. And if you are joining us on Facebook Live, why don't you say hello and let us know what you're watching and your thoughts of the game. You can comment, of course, like, and tell us what you're seeing out there as well. We look forward to your interaction. Not too far away from kickoff here at TK Shutter Reserve. It is an absolute cracker of a game. Second versus third. Metro with a win would reclaim top spot and put a bit of space between them and West Adelaide. West Adelaide wanting 3 points to hold on to, or stay close to Adelaide City and Metro, who are first and second as we speak.
Don't let the sunshine deceive you.
Yeah, the sun's just come out, hasn't it? Yeah, that's
right. It is very chilly out there. The wind is blowing. Everyone in the crowd in front of us is wrapped up, beanies, jackets. It's all good though, as we're about to get underway. Daniel Bryant's about to start this game. And away they go. West Adelaide get things underway. Game starts out wide on the wing there. Here's Tilly. Tries to play the ball in to the box. It's given to DeBono to chase. Can she get there? Goes all the way to the touch line. Keeps the ball in play against the Metro player. Ball goes in there, cleared well there by the Metro defender in Calder. Played forward now. West Adelaide looking for an early jump on the game. They've got a chance. They play the shot. Saved. Saved there by Baltrop. It spills around in the box there. Looks like the referee
seen a foul.
Yeah.
I think the referee actually called the foul before the shot was taken, Andy, if I'm not mistaken.
Bit of chaos there in the box in the early minutes of this game.
Caught him on the hop.
Very early.
Caught him on the hop. Let's look at this replay. That's actually a really great point-blank save by Baltrop, to be honest. But almost certain the referee had called a foul. But early warning signs there for Metro. West Adelaide have come out firing. And not surprised, they do need 3 points, as we've spoken. Throw-in now being taken by Hodgson. Hodgson looking down the line. And they won another throw here. West Adelaide, well, in fact, I apologise, Metro have got it. And they will look to sort of establish themselves a little bit. Been caught on the hop, and it's Calder. Wearing the gloves, mind you, with the throwing.
The hobo gloves.
Yes, down the line she goes. Great control by Panagara. She's an excellent footballer. Like I said, should be on W League radar by now. 18 goals in 13 matches for her. But West Adelaide breaking, and that's a poor pass, and will go right through to Kiriakou. Kiriakou now. Another ever-present in this Metro team. We spoke to her a few weeks ago too. One of the sort of established players here, confident centre back she is, to Scalzi. Scalzi out wide to Moore. Moore looking down the line, plays it short to Cockayne. Cockayne inside back to Moore. Christy Moore, well, we know what she's capable of, and she gives a great ball down the line. And unfortunately for West Adelaide, it's gone too far for Metro, and West Adelaide have won the throw-in on the far side.
Nanita Burgess to restart play for West Adelaide. Big looping throw. Finds only the head of the Metro midfielder there, and Vanessa Reid, and it goes out for another throw-in.
Just noticing, Andy and Cass, that there is a strong wind favouring West Adelaide's side. That would suggest as to why Metro have started the game sort of making sure the passes are short. Oh, we'll just cut here. That looks like a dangerous ball, but it's cleared. And you can just see how much that ball is held up. So West Adelaide is actually kicking with a very, very strong wind. And that makes sense as to why Metro kind of just was looking at sure, safe passes in those passage we saw. It is blowing a gale outside, absolutely.
Nanita Burgess to restart play again for West Adelaide. And with the wind such a factor, those throw-ins can do dangerous things. Passes the ball in there, it's held up and taken well by Christy Moore, defends well and keeps the ball. Tries to get past a number of West Adelaide players, but does well to win herself the throw-in.
Just on the wind, Cass, how much does this affect a game when such a strong gale is blowing to one side of the ground?
When you've got, those dangerous players like Tilly on your side and you've got the wind behind you, then I think that's, you're looking for trouble. And the ball's bound to go in. Tilly's got a nice strike on her, and even Christy Hillier too, she's got a nice strike too.
See West Adelaide there, nice and deep, as trying to weather the storm of Metro's attack. They get the ball in the middle of the park. Here is Vanessa Reid. Ball taken off her from a former teammate, Maddie Daru. Maddie Daru with a searching ball looking for De Bono. It's going to be no problem for Nicole Calder, who sees it to the goalkeeper, Kelly Baltrop. Brings it back in her box. And we'll look to restart play. A bit of a dangerous short pass there against the wind to Isabella Scalzi. Does well. Reid in the middle of the park to Kiriakou. Here's Calder. Again, back to the goalkeeper and Baltrop. Metro soaking up this time to get a calm head in the game.
Ground looks a bit heavy too from all the rain, not surprised.
In the middle of the park there, goes forward to the searching ball, and here comes Christy Moore, the fullback. She's got speed. Moore versus Papa Giorgio. There's a lot of experience in that tussle. Here's Moore, looks to cross it in, finds her way to the middle of the park here, and here's Shelley Kuhar. Kuhar loses the ball, dispossessed there by Pavlo Menalakos. Ball forward for Nicola. Nicola dealt well there by Ebony Kiriakou. Goes back to Kelly Baltrop, the goalkeeper, out to Scalzi.
Interesting start to this game. Almost looking like West Adelaide want to play on the counter. And really just looking for options, allowing Metro to control the ball, which they're doing quite easily right now. Here's Quigley. There's that touch. Great through ball, but just offside on the far side. But that's what Rachel Quigley can do. She can bring the ball down, and in a second, she can slip a ball through to her attackers. She's a danger player. They need to tighten up on her, West Adelaide. It's just gone 5 minutes here at TK Shutter Reserve. It is Metro 0, West Adelaide 0. A bit of a slow start. Both teams sussing it out. There is interesting conditions. It's been wet. It's been raining all morning. The sun has just come out, and there is a strong wind favouring the side in which West Adelaide is kicking. As you can see, that ball's carried all the way through to Baltrop. That was an attempt to get it to De Bono, but the wind is taking that right through, and it goes all the way to Baltrop. And Metro, again, just looking patient, waiting for an option. I wonder if they'll change this tactic in the second half with the wind, but it's all on the ground and it's all controlled. And West Adelaide happy to sit back and let them have it. And as I say that, of course, Scalzi gives one long one right over the back. And it's Moore on the far side. She looks to cross it in. Great ball. It's fallen there to Quigley. Quigley has a shot, but unfortunately for Rachel Quigley, that's gone very wide. And that's gone safely for a goal kick for West Adelaide. But again, another warning sign. Rachel Quigley getting into an excellent position. Late run from deep. Andy getting into a dangerous spot, but that shot just letting her down.
It's incredible touch here. Look at, she takes it on her chest and tries to get the volley down. That's a masterful play.
Great chance there too, so good signs.
Will we see restarts play for West Adelaide? Big ball into the wind carried it, bounced in the middle of the park. I mean, I know coaches don't like seeing the ball bounce when it's high in the air. Cockayne out wide in the wing. Throw into West Adelaide as they go forward, looking for Tilly. Manages to get the ball in that far wing, crosses it in. It's a little errant there, and the wind working against West Adelaide in that instance, taking the ball out for a corner.
I just feel it's a bit, both teams trying to work each other out a little bit right now. I mean, they play each other quite regularly, these teams. Obviously, it's a smaller league in the WNPL, but almost trying to work their way into the game here, accommodate for the conditions. Well, here's Metro giving the ball away.
And a mix-up there.
That was a big mix-up, big chance there for West Adelaide.
Yeah, Vanessa Reid there kind of came forward to take the ball from Kelly Boutrop, and there was a bit of a mix-up, and looked like De Bono there trying to clean up the ball and score a goal.
Scousey now. She's given the ball away. Here's West Adelaide getting into the box, cuts it across, but that's a poor cross, unfortunately, and Boutrop easily. She plays quickly, and it's Calder. Calder now. Getting down the line, being chased by De Bono. Plays it brilliantly inside. There's Panagaris. Panagaris back to Calder. Excellent work here for Metro. Just controlling the ball through the middle. Reid looks to give the ball over the top. Can Metro get through? They can. Is this the first goal of the game? It's just gone a little bit too wide from that heavy touch. It was Cockayne, but unfortunately for her, that touch to get past the keeper in Willisey carried the ball a little bit too far. And that's another warning sign for West Adelaide. 2 good chances now for Metro. Cass, how are you seeing this first 8 or so minutes?
Definitely West Adelaide started strongly. They could get their first goal, but even Metro, they've got some warning signs, so it could go either way.
Game restarted by Willisey now. Again over the top. They can't control this looping ball in the air with the wind, can they?
They're trying to utilise it, but I just think sometimes you've got to just take 10 or 15% off those kicks and let the wind do the work for you.
Isabella Scousey here playing it forward into the middle of the park. Here's Kuhai. Goes back to Kiriakou. Metro familiar name. Nicole Calder making a run around the back. Will she be seen? Ragon to Quigley. Great ball. Here's Nicole Calder dashing into the box. Tackled very well there by De Bono, making a run back. Gee, that was very good play by De Bono. All the way from her deep wing position, runs all the way back, takes the ball off Nicole Calder. Nicole Calder, one of the most underrated players in the WNPL. Absolutely fantastic. Spent a great deal of her time in the United States and has come back with great results as she's again showing her experience. Stella Ragon finds the ball. Great touch forward. Ragon loses Cerulis. Here's Ragon. The chase is on. Tries to put the ball in. Can she cross it along the ground? Cerulis does well to keep the pressure on her. The ball sprays from Stella Ragon. Metro found their feet in the last few minutes and they're looking dangerous.
Just did enough there, Eleni Cerulis, to put Ragon off that run. And we all know what type of left foot Stella Ragon has. It should be a national treasure. That's how good that left foot is on Stella Ragon. And she did really well there, Eleni Cerulis. Christy Moore's just gone down on the far side. It looked a bit lame, like she came up a bit lame. Just redoing the laces there on her boots. Just keep an eye on that. She definitely did seem to jag that ankle. And the referee surprisingly giving her time to redo her laces before taking the throw in, even though she's out of the park. So ref being a bit sympathetic there. Most referees I've played just get on with it.
It was a soft touch, Daniel Bryant.
Andy, you couldn't wait to say that, could you? Metro again trying to build up slowly. That's just gone a bit too far for Quigley, but it's cleaned up nicely by Cockayne. Cockayne goes inside. Dangerous ball, but should get there, Calder, and she does. She tries to play one over the top, and it should be easily collected by Burgess. Nanita Burgess, a Philippine international, clears down the line and has won the throw for West Adelaide. Getting a bit of a slow start here at TK Shutter Reserve. This round 14 WNPL game proudly brought to you by VALO. The RAA and Claymore Wines, thank you so much. And West Adelaide restart inside now. It's Hillier. What can West Adelaide do? They started well, gone a bit quiet now. Hillier gives the ball away. It's cleared though by Metro. Referee in fact has seen a foul. So West Adelaide will get a chance now to restart the game. How many fouls is that, Cass?
That's 1 each.
Thank you very much. Papageorgiou now. Long ball down the line. That's a great ball, but again, just a little bit too much. The combination of the wind and the wet surface carrying that ball through for Boutrop. And she'll have a restarting goal kick. And really, West Adelaide, if they want to utilise this win, they've got to be a bit smarter with their distribution, the way they've done it so far. It's clever, of course, to play that long ball and utilise the wind, get over the top, and the wet surface helps. But if you're going to put that much curry on the passes, it's always just going to carry through safely. Metro now won the ball. Here's Quigley. Quigley, that's offside. Panagaris, unfortunately, letting her run just a little bit too early, and clearly offside there was the attacker, young Panagaris. Like we said, 18 goals in 13 matches. She's going to be a danger force the whole game.
Yeah, she was offside there pretty clearly, but West Adelaide need to be wary of that kind of thing. The dashing runs forward as Willesee starts ball. A bit more of a skied ball there. Nicole Calder will, lose the ball, and it's opportunity for Nicola now out in front. Kiriakou does well to hold the ball up, but it's only gone as far as Daru. Plays the ball forward. Tilly goes down in the box, but Moore uses her experience there to win the ball. The referee says nothing doing as Moore plays the ball forward along the ground. Here's Panagaris, goes back. Quigley in the middle of the park, loses the ball. Papa Giorgio redeems possession. Here's Saroulis. Saroulis with a searching ball forward over the top to De Bono. Gee, that's a good one. Again, the wind working against West Adelaide in that instance. It's gone out for a goal kick.
Andy, your thoughts on this first sort of 13 or so minutes?
Yeah, I think the West Adelaide steady start kind of eroded after about 5 minutes of the game, and Metro looking much more comfortable now. West Adelaide managing to deal with everything Metro have thrown at them so far, but it just seems like only 13 minutes into the game, any minute now something could change, and West Adelaide really need to put a cork in Metro's chances as they attack again through Kuhar. Plays it down the line. Here's Panagaris. Back to Kuhar. Ball over the top to Rigon. Can't get there though. It's going to be a throw into West Adelaide.
You're watching the round 14 WNPL game between West Adelaide and Metro United. A big thank you to Live Streaming Australia, LSA, for their broadcast. That was a huge challenge by Calder. She definitely felt that one, De Bono.
Let's have a look again. Right in the back.
That is a big, big challenge.
Louise,
and they hurt too on cold mornings. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, Louise De Bono being helped up by her teammates there. Nicole Calder is a very powerful defender. That wouldn't tickle.
Got red carded for that once. Okay, I got to say the ball wasn't anywhere near the play when I did it, but
mate,
I've seen them booked.
I'd rather you run into me than Nicole Calder.
Yeah, that's true.
Big pillow, you, mate. Here's Quigley. Cocaine making a run on the wing. Quigley finds her. Cocaine holds up play. Takes her time. Kuhar. Good ball over the top. Cut out there by Papa Giorgio. No, she knew too much about it. Papa Giorgio loses the ball. Here's Maddie Daru in the middle of the park. Kuhar for company. Good tackle by Kuhar. The referee does call it a foul.
No, that looked like a foul to me, Andy. It was all boot, to be honest. No ball at all. And that's Metro's...
That's their third foul now.
Third foul.
Feisty.
3 ball here for West Adelaide. It's Tilly. Tilly now, what can she do? Great control by Tilly. She plays it out wide, looking for De Bono. De Bono's recovered well. Here's De Bono. Good first touch. Can she get the ball in? Oh, she slipped at the vital moment. What a shame for De Bono. She did really well with that first touch, but the footing let her down. It has been wet. It was only raining a couple minutes just before kickoff and raining heavily. Don't be confused now with the sun out and looking nice here at TK Shutter Reserve. So not surprised to see a few players just trying to adjust to the conditions on the ground. It is Baltrop. What is the weather right now, Andy?
Yeah, 12 degrees at Clemsy according to the Bureau. Showers expected even in the next half an hour or so.
Rigon did really well there. And now it's Panagaris. Panagaris, excellent control by Saroulis to do the damage there against Panagaris. And her ball was gone all the way, carried right through again. And it would be Baltrop's, I reckon, conservatively, it could be her 10th goal kick in the first 15 minutes of this game. West Adelaide trying those long balls, but just, again, a little bit too much on it there from Saroulis, but she did really, really well to get the ball off the danger that is Panagaris. Here's Scousey. Isabella Scousey, 1 season with Adelaide United in the W League level, played a couple games, did really well. Injury hurt her.
Her cousin Sandra Scousey is a former Adelaide United player as well.
Thank you, Andy. Kiriakou gives the ball away, and West Adelaide now looking to utilise it. Hilya. She gets it to Nicola. Nicola now plays it back. West Adelaide, can they build? It's Hodgson. Hodgson will bomb on the whole game. Don't you worry about that. But it's cleared by Metro. And now it's Saroulis. She plays it comfortably down the line. Here is Hodgson. Hodgson, great little ball. De Bono's let it go, but can the West Adelaide player in Daru get there? She can. Daru. Well done, Kiriakou. Brilliantly done there by Ebony Kiriakou, and she plays it down the line to Calder. Calder is dispossessed, and here's Hodgson. West Adelaide now trying to assert a bit of authority, but there you go. Calder again, getting in there. Back to Hodgson. Hodgson gave the ball away, and now Metro look to break. That's a foul, and that could be the first yellow card of the game. The referee a bit sympathetic.
I don't know about a yellow card.
That was a professional foul. You can't hold a player back. Have a look at the replay here, Andy. There you go. That's a yellow card in anyone's game. Calder now. Panagaris trying to build up again. Kuha is Metro. Rigon, great control by Rigon. Tackled, and Metro have won the throw.
Stella Rigon will restart play. Or will she? Leaves it for Nicole Calder. Calder looking for an option here. Metro dangerous from the set plays. Finds Panagaris. Turns Hodgson very well there. Panagaris has the ball. Takes it to the touchline. Panagaris crosses it in. Good cross. Dealt with effortlessly by Christina Papageorgia there. Daru. Here's De Bono for West Adelaide. Reid. Bit of a tussle there between West Adelaide players. Willesee will come and sweep the ball up. Oh, quickly.
Jeez.
That was close.
Risky.
Yeah, talk about playing with fire.
Risky? I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be so cavalier as to do that with Rachel Quigley running at you full speed.
Kevin McCormack's heart would have been in his mouth. He'd be screaming, kick it.
Yeah, well, she does this time. Willesee meets ahead of Isabella Scousi. Here's Kiriakou, the captain. Great ball forward there, cut out by Hodgson. Hodgson to De Bono. De Bono versus Calder. De Bono gets the better of her that time. Great ball to Daru. Maddie Daru has speed. Ebony Kiriakou has experience and a great tackle there. He sees the ball go back. Kelly Baltrop, the Metro goalkeeper. Now it seems like both teams are kind of raising the standard a bit in this game.
Yeah, intensity has definitely lifted in the last 5 minutes. I don't know if you've seen that too, Cass, but I feel like both teams now have worked out their best way to win this game and are going for it.
Yeah, it sure has, and it's, you know, it could go either way this match. Both defences are really on the ball and both attacks are trying to get through, so it's just a matter of who's going to get through.
Of course, we are seeing the best defence in West Adelaide against the best attack in
That's
Metro.
Right.
Well, with Adelaide City winning last night 2-0, that actually gives them more goals scored than Metro, but Metro definitely up there, second right now based on last night's results. But we are seeing a very attacking team versus a team that believes in strong defence.
What do they say about an irresistible force coming up against an immovable object?
What do they say, Andy?
We're about to find out in the next 70 minutes or so. Here at TK Shutter Reserve in Clemsey. Scousi plays the ball forward, manages to win a throw-in for Metro. You can see there on the substitution benches the wind. I mean, you can't get a sense of it from the sunshine, but the wind is very, very evident out there on the park, and the players are feeling it too. Vanessa Reid does well to hold up the ball, wins herself a foul against Maddie Daru. Content with slowing down the play, Metro are going to let Christy Moore take this at her own pace and allow them to set for the attack, which we know they can do so well. Good afternoon now to everyone watching on the live stream. Here's Moore. Plays it forward to Cockayne. Cockayne holds up the ball, turns well. Moore overlaps. Reid this time. Ball over the top. Couldn't find Kuhar. Quigley running in there. Good clearance by West Adelaide. It's going to be Calder versus De Bono. Gee, get used to those names making an appearance against each other throughout this game. There's plenty of it to go. Good clearance by Baltrop, only as far as Daru's head to Calder. Calder does well, find Quigley. Quigley now has the ball in the middle of the park. Turns well, but West Adelaide, their defensive strength wins over there. He was Cerulis. Cerulis gets it to Papageorgiou. To the opposite wing now, it's Nanina Burgess. To Tilly, back to Burgess. Back to Tilly. Puts the ball in over the top, only as far as Ebony Kiriakou, the experienced Metro defender. Here's Quigley. Reid. Isabella Scousi goes out wide to Christy Moore.
Metro trying to build up again patiently. This has been their plan the whole game. They've got it on the far side now to Cockayne. Cockayne cuts inside beautifully, looks for an option. She's fouled. That's a horrible tackle by Christina Papageorgiou.
Let's have a look at that one again.
Let's have a look at that one on the replay. She lunged in there, Christina Papageorgiou, and that will be felt tomorrow. Definitely. That's late, and that's the first yellow card of the game. Not surprising, really, for a lunge like that. You can see the ball's gone. Christina Papageorgiou coming in late. And that's a problem for West Adelaide, being that their centre-back and captain is booked so early in the game. Only 20 minutes gone. She's going to have to play 70 minutes now on a yellow card. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out over the remainder of the game. Definitely floating that one, Cockayne. You can just see her on the far side there testing out that ankle. That would have hurt. We've all had one of those tackles. We all know exactly what that feels like.
Stella Ragon, she loves her football, Stella. Would have watched the second Spain goal from this morning, the free kick. It was a great set piece. Can she do the same for Metro?
I reckon she's going to try and look for
bit far out.
a bit far out. Maybe Quigley here. Let's have a look. Ragon swings it in, holds up though, as you can see. Good flick on there by Metro. Oh, it's just fallen to Calder. That wasn't Calder, I apologise. And in fact, that was Panagaris. And gee, she'll be disappointed with that effort, considering her prowess in front of goals. And that's gone safely out, and West Adelaide rebuild, start again quickly, looking to build up from the back. It's with Hodgson. Hodgson now goes down the line. Ragon's experienced, and she knew what she was doing there. And again, Metro will look to hold West Adelaide in this area, and hopefully they can go with that long ball. Looks like Rachel Quigley is just feeling that hamstring a little bit. We'll keep an eye on that for you too. She's doing a few stretches off camera and looking over to the bench. Not too happy right now, Rachel Quigley.
Yeah, she's walking about a bit gingerly there. Definitely doesn't have the spring in her step we're used to seeing.
Calder. Ragon does well to keep it in and win the throw for Metro. Plays quickly, Panagaris lets that one run. Saroulis has got experience though, been around for a little bit. Eleni Saroulis does really well. What will she do? She's holding up in that corner. Played it to Hodgson. And West Adelaide have done well to win a throw in that far corner. Almost, just gone over halfway in this first half, and both teams trying to pick up the pace, but still feel a bit tentative. I don't know. I feel like maybe West Adelaide have really held back well and let Metro control the game, but Metro haven't really utilised all their possession. And West Adelaide just sitting back most times and letting them have the ball. But again, like I said, Metro unable to break them down, strong defensively. And it's Calder now for a throw-in for Metro.
Calder with the hobo gloves over the top, too far over the top there.
Don't call them hobo gloves.
That's what they are.
They're just sporting gloves, Andy.
Fingerless gloves.
They're not fingerless.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
They are too.
Yeah.
That's because she takes the throw-ins. You don't like it, do you?
Calling it as I see it. What do you call them, Cass?
I have called them hobo gloves before.
You know you can just call them gloves, right?
Your gloves have fingers. Anyway, there's a football game on. Let's go back to that. Willis here restarts play for West Adelaide. Again, the ball trickles over the top, gets all the way to Nicola. Isabella Scalzi deals with it well, though. Although it was called back for an offside there. Nicola was the offender. Neat little crowd building for this double header. All action brought to you by Livestream Australia on Facebook this afternoon. Of course, after this game, which is Metro United versus West Adelaide, the men's NPL. Metro Stars versus West Adelaide. That's another top of the table clash. That's a good game. Scalzi does well there, the tackle by Nicola. Forces Metro to reset from a throw-in. Scalzi to Moore. Moore loses the ball. It's where the wind can impact the ball at your feet as well. You really need to have control. Nanita Burgess. Good throw to restart play. Finds Hillier. Hillier, though, loses the ball to Moore. Vanessa Reid over the top. Pavla Manolakos has the ball quickly. Pavla Manolakos now has the ball. Plays it forward. Nicola's going looking for it. Can she hold up play? She's got company. Plays the ball back. Here's Tilly. Tilly crosses it in. That's a good ball. Looking for DeBono. Calder's there, though. Deals with it well on her head. Ragon running in to deal with it. DeRue's causing issues as well. Nicole Calder in the end opts for the safe option. Good bit of pressure from West Adelaide.
First time we've seen them sort of utilise the ball a bit more rather than that long ball through. And you can see straight away a nice cross, and instantly Metro forced to clear the ball and clear their lines.
Hodgson and DeRue does well there. Here's Pavlo Manolakos to Hillier. Hillier, heavy first touch. Vanessa Reid deals with it well. And Panagaris plays the ball off to Reid. Redeems the play. Here's Cocaine now. Advantage played to Metro, says the referee. Cocaine. Back to Moore. Christy Moore, another former Adelaide United player, loses the ball here. Now it's going to be a scrap between Isabella Scalzi and Nicola. Baltrop has to deal with it, and the ball just hovering in the air there. An issue for Nicole Calder to deal with, though she does so well. Plays it forward to Ragon. Heavy pass, though. It's a tussle, and it's going to be a free kick. Maddie DeRue there fouling Stella Rigon.
There's not many of them, Casper. Would you mind going through some of the key stats from this first half so far, please?
Sure, so just on the foul count, 5 to West Adelaide, 3 to Metro, 2 offsides for Metro, a couple shots on goals for each side, so a few off target, a few on, but no really dangerous, clear-cut chances there, so stats to Chemist King Hectorville.
Thank you very much, Cass. Cass doing a great job. She'll be bringing us an interview at halftime too. Stay tuned for that. Here's Metro now. It's with Rigon. Rigon plays it back inside. It's Reed. Reed well tackled though. West Adelaide looking a bit more hungry now. Here's De Bono. But Calder's there again. Rigon tries to take on her opponent. It's Hodgson. Calder. Reed. Done really well there, Reed. Gives it to Rigon. Rigon's got the ball at her feet. Mistake there from Hodgson. She looks to swing it in. Well done by Papa Georgiou. And West Adelaide look to break. It's with DeRue. DeRue now forward. But again, experience there from Metro. Kiriako, she continues her run. Christy Moore now on the far side. Looks to swing it in. Can she get Panagaris? It's well cleared by Psaroulis. But Metro just on the top of the box. What can they do? Oh, it was a good through ball, but unfortunately just a little bit too much on it. And it's gone through safely for another goal kick, and it will be Sarah Willisey with the relieving goal kick for West Adelaide. But good build-up play by Metro. You can see they're a team that like to keep the ball on the ground. Many passes, break it down. And they're almost getting through a couple times. Just that final pass.
Some strong individual efforts out there on the park. Vanessa Reed, one of them, Cass, so important in the middle of the park. I mean, she doesn't have the most looming figure, but she is such a powerhouse in the middle for Metro.
I agree. And I mentioned too, Cyrullis there at the back for West Adelaide, so strong and definitely hard to get past.
I just cut you off there, Cass. Sorry, there was a through ball and it looked like Rigon was going to get through, but it was offside. Sorry, Cass, please finish your point.
Yeah, just on Cyrullis there, hard to get past her for most part. She's very strong. She'll tackle, she'll intercept, and she'll clear. One of the best on field.
Willisey, long ball again, a little bit too much on it. It's carried safely through to Baltrop. Haven't really gotten used to that win yet, West Adelaide, and it's about 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes in this first half. They might regret it in the second half when Metro have got that strong win behind them. Really, I think they could have utilised it a bit smarter, but they haven't. But they've won the ball here. And what can West Adelaide do? Through ball, great through ball. It's Nicola. Nicola looking to cut the ball back, but it was offside on the near side here at TK Shutter Reserve, and it will be Metro with Reed to take the relieving free kick. She, in fact, now left it for Baltrop. Getting good kicking practice today, Baltrop.
Yeah, she is showing the strength of her boot kicking into this win. Again, though, Metro content just to let the game play out and not really push in these opportunities. They just let themselves set up and do things a slow way. Kuhar in the middle of the park. Scousey. Cut out well there by Papa Giorgio. I mean, you can see the centre back, how she can get the goal, be West Adelaide's leading goal scorer for the season. Look how far up she is. Great ball in there. Can it find De Bono? De Bono tries to keep it in but can't. That was a great ball in there from Christina Papa Giorgio. Makes a run all the way from centre half.
What a run. Let's have a look at that run again from the centre back. What a fantastic footballer she is, Christina Papa Giorgio, making that massive run from her central defensive line. And unfortunately, the cross, whilst it was a good one, De Bono slipping. Sorry to cut you off, Andy.
Baltrop there. Ball spills to DeRue. DeRue and Reed. Maddie DeRue, I mean, she shows strength beyond what it looks like you would see as well. Manages to win a foul there from Vanessa Reed. A little bit too close for comfort, says the referee. DeRue is going to take the free kick herself. This is not the most unassuming position here. The ball goes in. Here's DeRue, wins it back. Even closer to goal now. DeRue versus Kuhar. DeRue there plays a short ball forward. It's going to go out wide for West Adelaide. Ball comes in over the top. Only finds the head of Nicole Calder. DeRue again with the ball. Quigley now to deal with it. And Quigley plays it out to Kuhar. Kuhar looking for Panagaris. Can't find it. Rigon. West Adelaide player there. Looks like she got right in the way of the ball.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
Caught one right to the face, was it?
Heavy ball, wet,
DeRue.
Cold, right in the face.
Feeling.
I think it's Emily Hodgson, Andy.
Oh, it is Emily Hodgson,
oh,
sorry.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. That's not going to be nice, let me tell you. Flush in the face there, poor Emily Hodgson. Oh, that's painful. That's very painful. Referee rightly immediately stopping the game. Yep.
Geez, when that happens to you, you can't even feel your face, can
No,
you?
that would test everybody. Kicked a ball to the face like that. She's up there, Emily Hodgson, thank goodness. That would have hurt. And Metro sportingly giving the ball back to West Adelaide.
Good on you, Stella. Cerulis will restart play. Papa Giorgio has an option in Burgess out wide, and she takes it. Burgess with the 1-2, back to Papa Giorgio, and this time it's a more looming ball over the top for Tilly. Here's Nicole Tilly. Ball runs away from her though. Be out for a Metro throw-in. The game's kind of gone through many different stages. It kind of started slow. Metro took advantage. Then West Adelaide started to show their dominance, and now it's kind of just plodding along a bit.
Yeah, it's stagnated a little bit. Of course, West Adelaide, like we've said, they need a win today if they're going to keep up with Adelaide City and Metro United. So I'm a bit surprised that they've played such a defensive game in the sense that they really just let Metro control the ball.
Advantage there. Cerulis has company. Cerulis with a big clearance now. Only as far as ahead of Isabella Scousey. Reed in the middle of the park, couldn't deal with it. Now here's Quigley. Quigley to Kuhar. As Hodgson makes an appearance back on the park. Good little ball. Stella Ragon looking for the overlap. Maybe Panagaris as well had a chance there, but cleaned up there pretty neatly by Sarah Willesee, the goalkeeper. Papa Giorgio restarts play once again. Here's Christy Hillier. Hillier plays a wide option, and Tilly looks like a bit too heavy a ball though. No, Tilly gets there. Does well to get there. Tilly cuts the ball back in. Cut out there by Scousey. Here's Scousey. Scousey tackled there very strongly.
Advantage given.
Or referee, or did he say nothing doing?
Nothing doing. Play on.
Hillier. Hillier has company in Kiriakou. Kiriakou wins the tussle. And a few dangerous passes there by Metro, but it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper in Baltrop.
Baltrop now plays it inside. It's Kuhar. Kuhar to Calder. Again, both teams filling each other out. Bit of a quiet patch in the game here. Ragon down the line. Back to Calder. Again, Metro patient in their build-up. All the way back to Baltrop. Baltrop will probably try and find Scousey here. That's exactly where she's gone. Isabella Scousey, former Adelaide City player. Adelaide United too, now with Metro United. To the far side.
Runs a building company as well.
Really?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, right.
Isn't it just Scousey Building or whatever it is?
I was going to say, very impressive. Back inside, Kuhar now, Calder.
Former federal parliament member.
Here's Metro, just outside the box. What can they do here, Metro? Papa Giorgio showing her experience, easily cleared now. But it's only as far as Ragon. Ragon looking to take on Hodgson, who's recovered from that head knock. Slowing it down is Ragon. Looking to suck Emily Hodgson in, hoping for a corner. Great turn. And in fact, Hodgson showing her experience. She's young, but she's been around the W League scene for many years, Hodgson, showing her experience, winning a goal kick there for West Adelaide.
She was great in the W League. Cass had a bit of a breakout season this year, Hodgson.
Yeah, she was great. One of Adelaide's best. You know, sometimes off the bench, and you'd see she'd make her own impact and difference as soon as she came off the bench. So good to see, and she's got a bright future ahead. And
no doubt, Emily Hodgson's grandfather will be here somewhere watching. Massive supporter of Emily. Comes and says hello every time we get the pleasure of calling a W League game. Does Emily Hodgson's grandfather. So if he's out there or watching on the live stream through Livestream Australia, good afternoon to him too. Don't know the gentleman's name. That's slightly embarrassing, but he's always coming to say hello.
Mr. Hodgson.
Mr. Hodgson.
Unless it's
on the
a maternal grandfather.
Throwing on the far side for West Adelaide. The game just trying, both teams again, sort of, it's a bit of a chess battle right now.
The wind hasn't relented. I don't know if you can see the people's hairs down there, and when you can see the corner flags and that kind of thing, still having a big impact in this game.
Metro trying to build up. West Adelaide trying to stop them. Not so much in the midfield, but more when they get into attack. That defence, that solid defence of Burgess, Papa Giorgio, Cerulis and Hodgson, really just not letting Metro get any chances. They had a couple early ones with Quigley and Panagaris, but that's been it. They've been starved, really, Metro. Kiriakou will probably see this one all the way down for a goal kick, and I wish we kind of kept goal kicks as a statistic, Cass, because seriously, I think this could be Baltrop's 20th goal kick in this half.
I think you would have run out of ink if we had goal kicks on the stat sheet, Cass.
Short ball by Baltrop.
She loves a short ball. I think it's dangerous.
It's obviously this is the way that Metro like to play. They like to build it up, take their time, look to break teams down, but West Adelaide doing magnificently well, frustrating them. Scalzi now on the far side. Panagaris.
Good touch.
Back inside to Reid. Reid looking to switch the play. Hodgson again. Real good contest here between Rigon and Hodgson. Now it's with De Bono. What can De Bono do? De Bono, the ball at her feet. It's a one-on-one in the corner flag. She slowed it right down. De Bono tries to take on Calder. Calder shows her experience. It's probably won a goal kick there, I think. Just taking a touch off De Bono. Calder has really kept De Bono quiet. Like you said, Andy, one of the most underrated players going around in the WNPL for sure.
Yeah, she's played well this afternoon so far as well. There's a great little distribution there from Baltrop. Finds Kuhar. Kuhar now with Panagaris. Panagaris playing a lot deeper than she would. She's got a tussle with Pavlo Menelakos. Here's Calder. Forced to come into the action. Plays the ball back to Baltrop. And West Adelaide are playing really high up the park. I mean, look at there's almost no players in the defensive half. They're really pushing up, really trying to pressure the Metro goal there and try and take advantage of the wind in the first half as they have. Here's Kuhar for Metro to Calder. Great little 1-2 there. Calder pushing forward. Looks very good there. The pass though cut out by Papa Giorgio. Here's Hodgson. Plays it to De Bono. De Bono in space. Little chip over the top, looking for Nicola. Can she get there? Looks like Kiriaku's got the legs ahead of her, though. Back to Baltrop.
I think it was offside, Andy. Yeah, assistant referee's definitely got his flag up. Not sure if the referee played advantage, though, but that was why Nicola did not chase that ball down.
Chrissy Moore there now. Ball in the middle of the park with Kuhar. Kuhar to Quigley. Quigley's going to get there. Quigley with the ball in along the ground, finds Panagaris, turns expertly. Here's Chrissy Panagaris. It's a goal! Chrissy Panagaris for Metro. Well, that was an expert turn. The ball in from Rachel Quigley was divine, but the turn from Panagaris was unreal. And the finish capped it all off. What an incredible goal. Have a look at this. Oh, my word. And the ball comes in. The Metro Stars are coming. That's the song they play. For the men's team, have a look at this little turn. My word. That's
goal number, would you believe, 19 for Chrissy Panagaris from 14 starts for Metro United. This young lady, we were very impressed with her in the grand final a couple of years ago. Andy, she came off the bench in that game. Metro, the 2006 grand final, scored the sealer. She's established herself now as a clear out-and-out first teamer here at Metro. And like I said at the start in our preview, if she's not on the W League radar, there's something wrong. She scores for fun and is an excellent talent.
We are in the 40th minute of the first of two matches here at TK Shutter Reserve this afternoon. It's Metro United 1, West Adelaide 0.
Might be what the game needed, actually. That will force West Adelaide now to open and chase. Probably the perfect thing to happen for this game, because both teams had sort of slowed down and settled. But West Adelaide will be furious with such a strong wind behind them to be 1-0 down.
That is a goal that Elena Saroulis will want to forget. The way that she was turned there was really impressed me.
Yeah, a very fantastic footballer is Chrissy Panagaris, no doubt about it. Going places, that young lady. West Adelaide have won a corner here. This will be their first corner of the game.
Opportunity to instantly bounce back here.
And you can see, well, you might not be able to see, but it is absolutely raining cats and dogs right now outside here at TK Shutter. The sun is shining, but it's hammering with rain. And it's raining sideways, Andy, and that's when you know it's bad rain. When it rains sideways, you know it's the real deal.
I mean, look at the corner flag there. That just goes to show.
Here comes the corner. What can West Adelaide do? It's cleared comfortably by Metro United and Rigon. Umbrellas going everywhere. People's umbrellas are breaking. People ducking for cover. We're kind of blessed, Andy. We're in the commentary booth. We can't feel a thing, but my goodness, it's horrible outside.
And to all the people watching on the live stream, it looks like just an ordinary sunny Adelaide day.
De Bono crosses it in. What can Metro do? Cass has come back inside too. Don't blame her. Cleared by Metro. It's testing conditions out there, that's for sure. It's windy, it's wet, it's rainy, it's sunny. It's like a Melbourne afternoon.
It is. 4 seasons in one day is, in the immortal words of Crowded House. And when the conditions are like this, a goal can do so much. And the advantage of having a goal lets you play the game you want.
Absolutely. West Adelaide now. Papa Georgiou, their captain, on a yellow card. Did well, but dispossessed, but she won a foul. That's experience. That is West Adelaide's 6th foul in their favour. And the captain, Papa Georgiou, now needs to rally her troops, get their team back into this game. They cannot afford a loss. They will fall behind Metro and Adelaide City at the top of the table. Papa Georgiou swings it in. Great little flick on. Just gone wide. In fact, it's come off a Metro player, and it will be another corner for West Adelaide, who've definitely lifted their tempo too after that goal by Chrissy Panagaris.
Comes off Nicole Calder here, and she took a little bit of time to get up, and she's kind of walking gingerly in the box now. Let's have a look at what happens. Nicole Calder, I wonder if she copped one in the face in the process. It won't affect her. Play restarted by West Adelaide. It's tough to get anything off the ground in that condition. I mean, you see the corner flag waving around there. And you can see the rain now falling down on the live stream. Kelly Baltrop. Let's see what she does here.
West Adelaide working up to the short goal kick. Baltrop's going to be forced to kick it into this wind and this rain. Won't get past halfway.
Yeah, again, playing very, very high up the park, West Adelaide.
In fact, it's almost gone right back to her.
Here's Daru. Daru loses the ball to Reed. It's a high one. Panagaris will look to control it. Gee, she'd love to add more to the score sheet. Plays out wide to Cocaine. Stella Rigon making a run. So is Rachel Quigley. And that rain is just continuing to bucket down. Get your washing off the line, folks. We're in for a downpour. Here's West Adelaide through Pavlo Manolakos. Plays a square ball to Cerulis. Cerulis holds up play well, does well against Rigon there. Out wide to Hodgson. Ball escaping her though. Will she keep it in? She does. She's got an option in DeBono. Plays a neat little ball there. Kiriaku's going to get there first. And Baltrop slows up play. Into the final minute of play here at TK Shutter Reserve. It is Metro United 1, West Adelaide 0 through a short but expert goal from Chrissy Panagaris. Offside, Stella Rigon says the referee's official. That's the third one for the morning. I don't know if Stella thought it was offside, and the quick restart from West Adelaide was no good.
Got to say, we were right in line with that. I'm not sure if we can get that quick replay of that offside. That looked onside to me. Not sure if the assistant referee got that right. That looked clearly onside to me. So I'm not surprised that Stella has complained. Folks, without a word of a lie, it is absolutely hammering down right now. These athletes are doing a magnificent job continuing through these conditions. It is ferocious outside, absolutely ferocious. And they'll be happy for the halftime break, which isn't too far away. But you can just see there on the screen, windy, wet. It's testing for even the best players. And these are some of the best players, and they're finding it tough right now. Metro will probably take this lead into half-time. Don't expect too much additional time. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Apart from the goal, not really many other sort of breaks in play, any chances. So I only suspect probably about a minute or so of extra time. Poor Cass is going to try and find a way to get someone in an interview here, but good luck, Cass. Let's be honest with you.
I'll need it.
I think you might, looking at what's going on out there.
It is torrential out there.
West Adelaide now in a dangerous position. Can they get an equaliser before half-time? It's DeBono. She looks to play it inside, but again, she only goes as far as Calder, who's had her number, to be fair. And Rigon's won a throw in there. Well, Cass, you're in luck. It looks like it's just settled slightly.
Yeah, just a little bit now that I'm out here, so...
Maybe you're the good luck charm, Cass. Maybe you might need to stay out there for the rest of the game. Down the line, Rigon. What can she do? And real held there by Hodgson. It's been a great contest. I'm really enjoying this contest between Hodgson and Rigon, former Adelaide United teammates. There is, in fact, the half-time whistle here at TK Shutter Reserve. The score is Metro United 1, West Adelaide 0. The goal scorer, Panagaris, in the 39th minute. And it looks like Cass has got the captain of Metro United, Ebony Kiriaku, with her right now.
Thanks, Ebony. Thanks for joining me after such a tough first half. It was very tight, but you eventually made the breakthrough. What did you do different out there?
I think we're just playing with the ball around a lot better. We're just being patient, going from left to right, drawing them out, and then the gaps will open up.
So you'll have to keep West Adelaide a bit more at bay in the second half. Do you think you can do that? And of course, you've got a strong defence yourself with you behind you.
Yeah, definitely. They obviously had the win that half, so that's over and done with. So hopefully we'll stay more in that half next half for us.
And you'll definitely have the win behind you now. So do you think you can get another goal?
Yeah, definitely. If we can hit wide early, yeah, definitely that's going to be luck on our side.
I'll let you get back in. Thanks very much. Good luck.
Thanks very much, Cass. There, speaking with the captain of Metro United in Ebony Kiriakou. Just quickly, Andy, we'll just recap a few of the key statistics from the game. The goal, of course, coming from Panagaris in the 39th minute. 4 free kicks for Metro, 6 for West Adelaide, 2 corners for West Adelaide, 3 offsides for Metro, 2 for West Adelaide, 1 shot on target for Metro, that was the goal, 2 off on target for West Adelaide, 3 off for Metro United, and 2 off West Adelaide. We'll throw back to Cass now, who has a special guest on the sidelines with her.
Thank you. Of course, Club President Dora Rinaldi, thank you. And of course, the Junior Senior Coordinator, Nicole Leonardis. So thanks for joining me. Of course, you've got a great club here at Metro. What drove you to start the club, of course? You want the women out there a bit more and a bit of individuality as well as the help though from the men.
Yeah, so back in, I believe it was 2005, 2006, we saw a need to focus and put on our energy into women's football, and we wanted to dedicate a club that was purely for women's football and give the girls every opportunity and not, that's about it really, yeah. In a nutshell.
Of course, sponsors, they're a great help. And how supportive have they been, to get the club running and to keep running?
They're instrumental. And once you get sponsors on board, they embrace the club. So they've literally stayed with us for the last 10 years. So we're very thankful for their support, because without sponsors, it makes it very difficult to run a football club, like most clubs know.
Yeah, I'd like to mention Bocelli Cafe and Stephen Woodcock. They've been with us pre-2006 and they're still with us today. So our club's 13 years this year, and they've been with us every step of the way through the good times and the bad, and they've supported us in every way, and we're very thankful for them to still be involved today.
That's fantastic. And of course, what are your future goals for the club? You've got some really great quality players. Do you see them in the W League? Potentially, Chrissy Panagaris could make it to, say, a national team. So future goals for the club and plans?
So I think future goals is number one, to help improve, because every year you need to improve the development of our juniors, because clubs aren't sustainable without juniors, and you want to filter them through to your WNPL. That's the only way to work. We've had a good history of current players being part of that elite structure W League, and the likes of Chrissy Panagaris hopefully will sign a contract this next W League season. So look, there's a few players that would like that opportunity, and I'm sure if they work hard, anything's possible.
Definitely. Thoughts on that, Dora, as well?
Absolutely. I mean, we want to give our players. The likes of Chrissy Panagaris has been with us since her junior days, and that's what we want to sort of develop. We want to develop our juniors and give them every aspiration and every opportunity to make W League and maybe one day play for the Matildas. So that's our job as a club, and as our coaches, we want to develop our coaches as well. Marie Spagnoletti's been absolutely instrumental in developing our female coaches, and we also want to see our players that once they stop playing, we don't want them to give up the sport completely, give back to the club, give back to the community and give back to soccer, because there's some fantastic female coaches out there and we want to develop them, especially at our club anyway, to still be involved, whether you're an administrator, a coach or a player. There's a job for everybody, we believe, in women's football.
I agree, definitely. Even, administration, and you see W League coaches, they're up there too. Hopefully Matilda's coach one day in the future. So a lot of great potential for women's all around football. And you're doing a great job. I love this club myself, so thanks, and it's great to see. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, good on you, Cass, there with the Metro United establishment. You are watching round 14 of the WNPL. Proudly presented by VALO, professional LED lighting for sports. designed and engineered in Australia. The RAA proudly supporting football in South Australia. Get an insurance quote today and support women's football in South Australia. How good is this? Claymore Wines donating $1 from every bottle sold at participating outlets to the Women's Football Fund. Full details on the FFSA website. Game 1 of a doubleheader here. Metro United versus West Adelaide. We're going to see Metro Stars versus West Adelaide after this game. All brought to you by Livestream Australia. 1-0 the score thanks to a 39th minute goal by Chrissy Penagaris. Let's recap the first half. Here from TK Shutter Reserve.
Thanks for coming out to replace my battery.
No worries. It's all part of our service.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get that fixed too.
You need an RAA-approved repairer. Only the best repairers meet our high standards, so when you see an RAA-approved repairer sign, you can trust they come highly recommended.
You don't say.
Yes, I do. You get more. Call us or go to raa.com.au.
Thanks for coming out to replace my battery.
No worries. It's all part of our service.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get that fixed too.
You need an RAA-approved repairer. Only the best repairers meet our high standards, so when you see an RAA-approved repairer sign, you can trust they come highly recommended.
You don't say.
Yes, I do. You get more. Call us or go to raa.com.au. Your RAA comprehensive car insurance gives you unlimited windscreen repair or replacement.
Really?
Which might come in handy living next to a golf course.
Golf course?
We do more. Get a quote today.
Heart of Adelaide's northeast. You're watching round 14 of the WNPL, proudly presented by VALO, professional LED lighting for sports, designed and engineered in Australia. We're halfway through a top of the table WNPL clash between Metro United and West Adelaide. Metro United, the better team in the first half, and have the goal to show for it. Chrissy Panagaris in the 39th minute leaves the score at Metro United 1, West Adelaide 0. I am Andy Rusgar, joined in the commentary box by Spiro Karanikos Mimis and Cass Crapietti. Guys, it was a good first half.
Yeah, it was a great first half. West Adelaide started a bit stronger. Metro worked back into it, then both teams kind of working each other out, but it was that late clinical goal by Chrissy Panagaris giving Metro the lead. And I think on the balance of play, Andy, you nailed it. Metro were probably the better team. West Adelaide now, against this hectic breeze, they'll be very disappointed they didn't utilise it a bit better. It's going to be backs against the wall. I think Metro will probably run out with it from here, Cass, but West Adelaide is a great team, so they're not out of it.
No, definitely not out of it. You know, Metro are only a goal up, and I mean, yeah, they're going to have the wind behind them. And speaking to Ebony, she believes that they can get another goal, so we shall see.
It's going to be a great second half. Please stay with us here on Live Stream Australia through the Football Federation South Australia Facebook page. Thank you so much to LSA for their kindness in letting us call this game. And the second half is off and running. Andy Rusgar.
Yeah, it's kick off to Metro, and the ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper and Baltrop. Metro will see how they can utilise the wind advantage this half. Here's more. Short ball cut out by Nanita Burgess. Burgess finds Tilly. Tilly holds up play more, tries to get it again, but Tilly holds it up well. Looking for an option. Hillier. Ball runs away from her though, and Ebony Kiriakou will hold up play. Didn't do anything wrong in the first half, did Ebony Kiriakou?
No, her and Scalzi were fantastic, and you heard in Cass's halftime chat with Ebony that they want to utilise this win now, so I reckon they're going to go for it.
Quigley and G, they're off to a flying start, utilising the wind. Does take a few minutes to get your head around how fast the ball moves, kicking into the breeze as opposed to kicking towards it, as you have been for the first half. That ball just escaping Donica Kane there. But a good start for Metro. They're up and about.
What does West Adelaide do, Andy, to get back into this one?
Well, I think they want to use their defensive nous and their experience to really lock down the game for the first 10 minutes. I think the key to this is to not let Metro have their way and play a disruptive style of game until you can catch them on the hop. Metro shooting into the breeze might be an opportunity for West Adelaide to force them to play in the counter rather than to create their own chances and fall into the trap of Metro getting the ball and running away with it.
Yeah, I think you got it spot on there, Andy. West Adelaide probably didn't utilise their advantage that well in the first half. Now they've got to change system, but they're capable. They're more than capable. It's going to be a great second half. Long ball there, holds up in that wind, and Calder on the far side, win a throw-in for Metro United. We're leading 1-0 here at TK Shutter Reserve. Of course, a double-header today, a bit later on in the afternoon. It'll be Metro Stars versus West Adelaide, brought to you by Livestream Australia and the Football Federation of South Australia, and VALO, of course. Now with Cockayne. Cockayne plays it inside, looking for a quick ball, and here comes Quigley. Will Rachel Quigley get onto this? Can she get there? Great goalkeeping there by Sarah Willisey.
Both down.
Both down. Quigley, every right to go for the ball there. Courageous by both footballers there. Of course, ex-teammates Adelaide United too. But great work there by Sarah Willisey, getting right down to Quigley's foot. Brilliant goalkeeping. And that's what those through balls with this wet surface can produce. Did really well there, Willisey. Excellent goalkeeper she is. And we're back to play, but West Adelaide got to watch that. Early stages, Cass, but what have you noticed?
Even-sided once again. Yeah, so I think it's going to play out just like the first half, I believe.
Thank you, Cass. Panagaris Metro looking to build up. That's Rigon. Is she offside? No, she's onside. Stella Rigon plays it inside. Can West Adelaide clear? They can. Papa Georgiou, apart from that yellow card, that little mistake, has been faultless. West Adelaide now looking to bring the ball out of defence on the far side with Emily Hodgson. Hodgson plays it inside. Great work there from West Adelaide. They didn't really even do that, to be perfectly honest, in the first half. They're trying now to keep the ball on the ground. And it's with De Bono on the far side. She's given it away. And now it's Baltrop, the Metro goalkeeper. To Kiriakou. Kiriakou inside. It's Reed. To Calder. Uncharacteristic heavy first touch, but she had time. And now it's all the way back again to Baltrop. Scousey plays it to her midfield counterpart in Cockayne, and all the way back to Baltrop. Metro saying, you want it, West Adelaide, come and get it. Problem is, West Adelaide can't get the ball off them. Scousey now to Cockayne. That's a loose one from Isabella Scousey. Don't see that very often. And it'll be Nanita Burgess right here in front of us. The Philippine international, experienced player, throwing the ball down the line. Again, Scousey, though, gets in the way, makes up for that mistake. Bit of a tussle here in the midfield. West Adelaide come out with it. It's Hillier. Hillier, what can she do? Looking for Tilly. Found her. Tilly swings a first-time ball. Probably not the right option there from Tilly. But it's going to be fortunate to get to Hodgson. Hodgson looks to cut inside. But Metro have done really well. Now it's Rigon. Can Rigon get onto it? Looks like she will. She's deceptively quick, Stella Rigon. Gets that left foot inside. Here's Panagaris. Oh, she's had a crack at it, but unfortunately couldn't get her left foot around it. And it's going safely through to Willisey. But dangerous play there from Metro United.
Gee, sloppy start of the game. A few mistakes we've seen being made. There was one there by Maddie DeRue and one there from Burgess. Players, Cass, looking like they're struggling to get their find their feet in the early stages of the second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the change rooms and they've, yeah, I'm not sure if it's the cold weather or the rain, the wetness of the field. Yeah, very challenging it seems for both sides.
Andy, I think your lunch is ready, mate. They just called number 17.
Yeah, out wide there with De Bono.
Chance for West Adelaide. It's gone all the way. It's a goal! West Adelaide have equalised. It's come out of nowhere.
Looked like Christy Hillier, was it?
What a great finish from young Christy Hillier. And West Adelaide there, really against the run of play. The ball wasn't cleared by Calder. De Bono did really well to swing the ball in. And you're right, Andy, it was Hillier with a great finish on her left peg. And the score here is 1-1 between Metro United and West Adelaide. That's come against the run of play. To be perfectly fair even, Andy.
It was flair in the goal.
There was flair in the goal. And the score is 1-1.
That is not what Metro wanted to happen. And West Adelaide, who we said before would need to focus on counter-attacks, have done so, but earlier than kind of we all suspected, I imagine. How will Metro respond? Quigley puts the ball over the top to Panagaris. Is it offside?
Gee, the goal scoring ends without the wind.
Well, they did what it took almost a whole half for Metro to do. It's Papa Giorgio.
Should be delighted with that response from her team.
West Adelaide with the impetus now. Here's Tilly. Tilly loses the ball to Panagaris and loses it back again to Tilly. Papa Giorgio, big ball over the top, into the wind. It will hold up in the air. Kiriakou deals with that over Hillier. Here's Tilly. Plays the ball forward there to Nicola. Nicola loses it. Calder. Back to Baltrop. Here's Reed. Quigley loses possession there. Disappointing first touch from Rachel Quigley.
Don't say that too often.
No, you don't. Here's Cerulis. Plays a good searching ball forward, looking for Maddie DeRue, and the loose touch there from Christy Moore and leads to DeRue giving her trouble. Almost had it there. Referee giving a foul against Maddie DeRue, though. It's going to be a free kick to Metro. Has a free kick tally looking there thanks to the Chemist King at Hectorville, Cass.
West Adelaide 6 fouls there and still the 4-2 Metro.
Interesting as the ball restarts there. Here's DeRue. Plays the ball forward. It's a loose ball, but it's kind of trickled through all the Metro players. Hillier plays it first time.
Gee, that was a chance.
Yeah, didn't look up there. Had more time than I think she thought she had. played a ball there, kind of looping ball, looking for Nicola, but doesn't find her. And Metro now on the counter-attack, but their ball coming through Nicole Calder has gone astray, and it's going to be a West Adelaide throw-in.
West Adelaide have fired up. They've definitely fired up.
End-to-end stuff.
It's now with Willisey, their goalkeeper. West Adelaide are in this now. They've got their tails up, and they want this result. Of course, they need it. Anything other than a win for West Adelaide will see them fall right behind Metro and Adelaide City for the chase for the premiership. That's a heavy touch there, unfortunately, for Tilly. And Christy Moore, the experienced player that she is, just commanding and saying, everybody calm down a little bit. Metro have won the second throw-in. In fact, there might be a foul. Gee, I tell you what, Daru was not happy with that decision from the referee. Absolutely told the ref. Poor Mr. Bryant heard it from Daru, but he's the boss, and he's pulled her in and said, enough of that, please. And Metro restart with the throw-in. Quigley, back to Moore, back to Reed. This is what they do well, Metro. It's on the far side with Kuhar. Kuhar to Rigon. Rigon plays it out to Calder. Haven't seen her bomb on much, Calder, but she's got there. But Willisey's spilled that, but on the second effort did well. Really well. With a poacher like Panagaris floating around, you want to make sure that's clean. She got away with it there. Recovered well there, Willisey, as you just saw. Saroulis. Eleni Saroulis. Takes the safe option. Hodgson. What can she do? Back to Saroulis. Looking a bit more composed now, West Adelaide. That goal's given them a spurt of life. Hillier, the goal scorer. Great finish on her left. It's given it away. Commentator's curse. Cocaine. Plays it inside. Well, that's a meaty challenge. Referee says 50-50 play on. Well, there's another heavy one. The girls are fired up out here at TK Shutter Reserve. Kiriakou tried to play through Panagaris, but it's gone all the way through safely to Willisey. We've got a great game here. The score in the 56th minute, Metro United 1, West Adelaide 1. The goal scorers, Panagaris in the 39th minute and Hillier for West Adelaide in the 51st minute. You're watching Live Seam Australia through the Football Federation South Australia Facebook page. Thank you for joining us.
Ball in the middle of the park. Here's Calder. Calder to Quigley with a little looping ball over the top to Kuhar. Gets the ball. Tries to cross it in along the ground looking for Panagaris. Manages to get the ball there, and there's a tussle. That was Donna Cocaine. Ball cleared now, and here's Christy Hillier, the goal scorer. Keeps possession well. Pavle Menelakos. Here's Daru. Thanks to Aerosmith for stopping the music there.
Another meaty challenge.
Now Kings of Leon have joined us in the commentary box. Yeah, I think the people at Metro Stars think this is some kind of discotheque. There's a football match on, guys. Here's Nanina Burgess to Tilly.
It's all right, Andy. We're getting it sorted. We're getting it sorted.
Cocaine plays it forward. Here's the captain, Christina Papagiorgio. To Daru.
Great ball.
Great ball forward. Looking for the overlap from DeBono. Can't find it there. Nicole Calder cuts it out. She's been busy for better, for worse, Nicole Calder, in this half.
I've enjoyed that contest on that side.
Here's Reed. Reed loses the ball to Pavle Menelakos there. Nothing doing, says the referee. Play on. Quigley. Reed gets the ball back. Here's Kuhar. Great ball over the top there from Kuhar. Donna Cocaine couldn't hold on to it, though. Goes out for a throw-in.
Here's a prediction, Andy and Cass. Yellow cards are plenty in the next 5 minutes.
You reckon?
Refs let a couple of these meaty challenges go, but I reckon there's a couple of yellow cards coming. They're throwing themselves in there, these women, and it's getting testy out here at TK Shutter Reserve, that's for sure.
Well, they do call the commentators' curses, the renaming it the Spiro curse. It happens so often. We'll see how that prediction goes. Here's Cocaine. Little ball over the overlap there from Christy Moore and Papagiorgio. Moore can't get the ball past her. Here's Burgess. Plays it up the line. Only as far as Cocaine. Disappointing pass there from Burgess. Cocaine goes in. Reed with the shot. Low on hard. Does well there. Saved by the goalkeeper, Sarah Willisey. There's Adelaide United players past and present everywhere out there. There's a lot of experience. And this is an exciting second half.
Some statistics, please, Cassandra, from Chemist King, proudly brought to us by Chemist King in Hectorville, please.
So those fouls, still the 4 for Metro and the 6 for West Adelaide. 2 corners for West Adelaide, a couple offsides for each side, and a couple more shots as well for each side.
Add another corner to that tally. Thank you, Cass, because Metro have just won a shot there by Quigley. It's been a bit quiet, to be fair, but she's capable of anything, Rachel Quigley, at any moment. And it'll be Donna Cocaine out there to take this corner for Metro United. Is that their first? That is their first.
That's their first.
Thank you, Cass. That is their first.
Still looks windy out there. Don't believe the sunshine, although the rain has relented.
Cocaine now. She looks to swing it in. Can she get someone on the end of it? Well done there by Papa Georgiou, who's been solid. Looks down the line. But there's Christy Moore. Well, that's a heavy touch from Christy Moore. And it's now with Nicola. Nicola plays it inside. And West Adelaide look to break. They're past the halfway line. What can West Adelaide do here? Can they get it inside? It's Tilly. Tilly took the wrong option, I think. Probably should have gone the early ball, and Metro looked like they're about to break, but Cocaine did not get back on side in time. And that ball was played. She was definitely offside. Anita Burgess telling her, give me the ball back. I'm telling you, there's cards coming, Andy. Mate, people can't see you shake your head on the screen.
I agree with you. This game's getting testy. This game's getting testy.
Burgess. Oh, there's a revenge tackle by Cocaine, but Burgess's knee has collected Cocaine in the face. Referee just wanting to make sure everything's all right. True, that was meaty too. Down the line go West Adelaide. Hillier. Can she do something? Gets past her opponent, but well controlled there. It was by Kuha. West Adelaide won the ball back, but only as far as Reed. Reed says, get it out of here.
Hey, speaking of giving cards, I don't think there'd be many Christmas cards given out between
No,
Anita Burgess and Donna
No.
Cocaine.
I don't think so. I do not think so at all. I think you nailed it.
No love lost in those challenges.
Very impressive is Anita Burgess. Mentioned it a few times, but represented the Philippines a few times now.
Yeah, she'd be like a 15 or so year veteran of the WNPL, an absolute master of this league.
Well, West Adelaide is making their first change of the game. It will be number 16, Nicola, off. And coming on is number 27. It is Mina Nishitani. She'll go into the game for West Adelaide.
That's an interesting change, I think.
Why is that, Cass? Tell us.
I don't think Nicola's really had her chance to maybe get into the game. Maybe that's why she's being subbed off. Maybe something fresh and a bit of fresh legs there. So we'll see if Kevin's done the right decision there.
Well, it looks like Nishitani's gone into the midfield, and it looks like Hillier has gone to lead the line for West Adelaide. So Nishitani, a Japanese midfielder, will slot right into the centre of the park.
Throwing now from Burgess. Hillier playing a lot higher than she has been in the first half of the game, and of course she scored that goal. You're going to get another chance to swing the ball in, this time for another corner for West Adelaide. Here's Christy Hillier. Nishitani, the substitute on the edge of the box. A lot of West Adelaide players in the box here. Burgess searching. Goes for Daru, the shortest player on the park. Here's Pavla Menalakos on the outside of the box. Back to Hillier. Hillier with another chance to cross it in. Loses control a bit there, and she's got Cocaine for company. Sees the ball go out there, this time for a goal kick to Metro.
Really think that Hillier is right now the danger player for West Adelaide. Metro seem to be struggling to control her. She's fired up, no doubt, after scoring that great goal earlier on. But she's in everything right now, Hillier.
Great player, Christy Hillier. Ball goes out for a throw-in to West Adelaide again.
And now that she's more up front, if you can send the ball in, again, if she repeats what she did with the first goal, you know, it's very dangerous.
Here's Maddie Daru. Anita Burgess looping ball over the top to Tilly. Tilly will get there. She's got Moore for company. Moore rushes in. Referee says that was a foul against Moore. Fouled by Nicole Tilly. Metro to restart play. They go back to their goalkeeper, M. Baltrop. The 63rd minute of the game here at TK Shutter Reserve. First of two this afternoon. 2 Metro versus West Adelaide. Double headers. The WNPL up first. Then it's the NPL. And this game is 1-1. Metro scored the first half. Chrissy Panagaris in the 39th minute. Then just after half-time, Christy Hillier for West Adelaide scored the goal. Here's Willisey for West Adelaide. Restart play at the other end of the park.
It's 18 minutes into this second half, and I'm just curious, Andy and Cass, your reflections on what you've seen so far. I thought Metro started really well, but it's been all West Adelaide since that goal in the 51st minute.
Definitely, yeah, all West Adelaide after Hillier's goal. And, yeah, Metro seem a little bit, maybe a bit rattled after that.
De Bono now. Looks like the ball's gone out for a throw-in.
Yeah, I don't think that was offside, if that's what he was saying.
Not sure what the assistant referee put the flag up for, to be perfectly honest, but we'll just wait and see.
Oh,
No, he's given a throw-in.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that was offside, I'll go he. Because that was not offside.
No, it was definitely not offside. That's why we paused there a little bit. But, yes, no, it looks like it's been given as a throw-in. Metro player there in Calder trying to be sneaky and get the ball on the ground, but no, it's a throw-in. Metro really struggling right now just to assert that sort of composure and that control they had in the first half.
Yeah, they've lost their mojo, haven't they? And their rhythm.
It's Kiriakou, the captain. Swinging ball in. Great control by Panagaris. What a flick on that was. Just a little bit too much on it. And it's carried right through to Willisey, but wow-wee, what a ball that was, right off the chest. It was offside by the looks of it, the ball's gone down. But unless Willisey just preferred the ball on the deck, don't blame him against this win, but what a touch that was by Panagaris. Now on the far side, De Bono crossed the ball in for the goal. She's been going at it with Calder the whole game. Calder will be disappointed she let her get past her, probably the first or second time. Here's Saroulis now, pushing through the defender. Meets the wall that is Kiriakou. But West Adelaide regain possession, look to swing it in. Scousey does really well, only as far as Saroulis, who stayed forward. Lost possession again, and here's Quigley. Quigley now on the far side to Reid. Reid swings it over the top to Rigon. Is Rigon onside? She is. But again, that ball carries through with the wet and the wind. And it'll be another goal kick, and Sarah Willisey will go collect the ball and take the relieving goal kick.
Something that's quite rare in any kind of level of grassroots football is the way that Rachel Quigley just gets the ball and holds it up and looks up. Her football IQ is through the roof, isn't it?
Definitely one of the most talented players I've ever had the pleasure of witnessing play the game. Her brain. I'll just up here, Andy. Panagaris.
Yeah,
Panagaris with a great shot.
It's a goal.
That's how simple it is for Chrissy Panagaris.
And the wind to her advantage loops over the top.
Beautiful.
Chrissy Panagaris.
We were just putting superlatives on Metro United, and Chrissy Panagaris putting pressure on Papageorgiou, the captain, lost her composure. And that's how simple Chrissy Panagaris finds it these days to score goals. What a finish from the striker.
Goal number 20 in game number 14 for Chrissy Panagaris. Thanks to Chemist King at Hectorville. A rare mistake from Christina Papageorgiou, and she's paid the ultimate price. Another goal against a run of play.
Absolutely. West Adelaide haven't mucked around. They're already attacking here. It's Tilly. Tilly swings it in. She's done great. It's Hillier. What can Hillier do? She gets against Kiriakou. Kiriakou does well, but West Adelaide looking to pick up the scraps, but cleared comfortably by Calder. And boy, oh boy, West Adelaide will be severely disappointed with that. They were in control of this game. Uncharacteristic mistake from their captain, their talisman in Christina Papageorgiou. And it only takes that for Chrissy Panagaris to punish you. And that's what she's done now, the striker. 2-1 to Metro United. Thrown in by West Adelaide, but that'll carry through all the way to Baltrop. And it's game on with 25 minutes to go here at TK Shutter Reserve.
A brace for Chrissy Panagaris. And don't think she wants to stop there. There's a ball, an enormous kick there from Kelly Baltrop. Goes over the top. Panagaris controls well. Saroulis for company. Plays it back to Vanessa Reid. Will probably switch, and she sees Donna Cockayne out wide. Here's Cockayne. More with the overlap. Cheeky little ball over the top. Bit of theatrics there from Nanina Burgess. Here's Cockayne. Cockayne and Daru. Daru wins the ball well. Does so well, Maddie Daru there. Here's Tilly. Here's a counter from West Adelaide. What can they do? Isabella Scousey holding up play. Kiriakou.
She's been absolutely superb back there, Kiriakou.
Very few mistakes from Ebony Kiriakou, Cass.
Yeah, very few. Very strong there at the back. A great leader, which hence why she's the captain.
Very famous footballing family are the Wiedenbachs. And Ebony, absolutely no exception to that rule. A fantastic footballer she is.
Here's Hillier to Daru. Kuhar does well. Cockayne now. Ball forward. Panagaris does well to keep on side by staying in her own half. Will West Adelaide pay the price for playing so up high? No, they won't. Cerulis does well, as we can see the rain starting to pour down again. Cocaine outstretched, does well. Daru to Burgess. Not as heavy as it was in the first half of the rain, but it's certainly going to make an impact. Here's Tilly to Cerulis. Short ball there to Daru. Reed chases, can't get there. Here's Hillier. Hillier chopped there by Kiriakou. Two great tackles there. Ebony Kiriakou does well to hold the ball. Here's Calder, chests it down in the middle of the park. Out wide to Donna Cocaine. Controls well. Cocaine crosses it in. Ball trickles a little bit too far though. Oh, it was a mistake. Rainy weather, slippery ball means more prone to mistakes. That time it was Sarah Willis. He doesn't make many. She can restart play now through Hodgson.
We've just got eyes here on the goal scorer, Chrissy Panagaris, who seems to be struggling a little bit with a knock to her hip. We'll keep you informed on that one too.
The rain now heavier than it was just moments ago. And Nishitani plays the ball forward. Here's Hillier. Hillier loses the ball but gets it. Plays a great little switch to Tilly. Tilly knows how to find the goal. Though Mora does well, uses their experience. Nishitani runs in, can't win the ball though. Papa Giorgio looking for redemption. Here's Tilly. Tilly on Reed. Cleared by Rochelle Kuhar. Papa Giorgio again. Another very, very deep formation here by West Adelaide. Tried to turn Donna Cocaine there and Nicole Tilly, nothing doing. Moore holds up the play. Cocaine to Moore and back again. Nishitani cuts it out. Here's Hillier. And Kiriakou clears. Quigley has the opportunity to break now. Looks like it's going to go out for a throw-in to West Adelaide. And Anita Burgess will restart play. Spiro.
20 minutes to go here at TK Shutter Reserve in this round 14 WNPL game, proudly presented by VALO. Professional LED lighting for sports, designed and engineered in Australia. The score is Metro United 2, West Adelaide 1. Hold on, folks. It's going to be a great 20 or so minutes. West Adelaide need a result here to stay in touch with the top two. And they're going to push. Here's Papa Georgiou to Tilly. Can she control it? She does really well there, Tilly. Excellent turn. Back to Papa Georgiou. Papa Georgiou now looks to swing it in. But Metro resolute in defence. Reed, long ball forward. Panagaris. Excellent touch by Panagaris. She's having a great game. Swings it inside. There's Rigon. Halfway. Stella Rigon. She's got Calder overlapping. Ignores that option. Swings it to the far side. But it looks like the excellent work of Eleni Psalouris just heads it back to Willacy. And she will collect that ball with comfort. But Chrissy Panagaris again showing us her skill and ability with that way she brought that ball down. Great control. It is wet. It is windy. She did it like it was dry weather and a beautiful summer's night. West Adelaide now with a throw-in on the far side. Hodgson looking for an option. Tries to play in De Bono. Can De Bono get there? She set up the first goal. Beautiful cross again from De Bono. Cleared though by Moore. Only as far as Papa Georgiou. The first touch was a heavy one. Quigley. Calder. Scousey now. Calder tells her to go all the way back to her keeper, and she does. Baltrop. Probably had more touches than most of the Metro players, to be honest, today. Baltrop, long ball. Cocaine against Burgess. Burgess did well. Anita Burgess. There's Papa Georgiou. She's pushing up a little bit more. Tilly. Cuts inside to her right. What can she do? It's taken by Moore. Moore now looking for an option. Plays it forward. Panagaris was offside there from the flick from Cocaine. Cass, what are you seeing? How can West Adelaide get back into this game?
I think they need to involve their attack a bit more. Of course, Metro are seeing a lot of the ball at the moment, and their defence, of course, is quite strong with Kiriakou there at the back. So, yeah, they're going to have to find a little bit of magic, I think.
Activity on the bench now for West Adelaide. Looks like Nicole Tilly's going off and to be replaced by Georgia Macri. Pretty solid half, well, more than a half. Pretty solid 73 minutes from Nicole Tilly on the wing there, Cass.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Unfortunately, couldn't really make an impact on the scoreline, but Macri as well, I think she could potentially do something here.
Yeah, Georgia Macri looking to score a 6th goal in the WNPL this season. She knows how to find the net. Daru turns Kuhar well. Here's Daru. Can't keep control of the ball though. Kuha will be happy with their efforts there. Play restarted. Through Christy Moore. And the first Metro substitution. Looks like Stella. Yeah, looks like Stella's going off. Again, Stella struggled to find her groove a bit in the second half, but the first half she was in absolutely top form. Stella Rigon.
Yep, agreed.
Moore restarts play. Here's Hillier, loses control of the ball. Kiriakou now plays it back. The goalkeeper in Baltrop. So that was Stella Rigon off, and Chanel Tadino, diminutive Chanel Tadino comes on the park for
and she's a little
Metro.
rocket.
Yeah, well, look at the speed there. Instant impact there, forcing Hodgson to go all the way back to Willisey. Willisey will restart play. Adelaide, West Adelaide need to get a bit of a move on here. With 15 minutes left to play, plus sundries. There's not much time to get back on the score sheet. Of course, it only takes a moment. Here they are, out wide with DeBono. DeBono crosses it in over the top. Looking for Hillier, but won't find her. Burgess will line up on the edge of the box. Will Burgess have a shot? No, she goes short to Hillier. Hillier doesn't play the option of Nishitani. Nishitani wanted the ball. Nishitani over the top. Bit of a chip. Nothing. No problem there for Baltrop.
I got a bit excited, Andy, because I thought Anita Burgess was going to have a shot, and she promised if she scored, she'd come celebrate near us.
She did promise that.
And I was kind of gripping onto things, thinking, here's the moment.
I think what happened in the last moment before she took the shot, she remembered that that pledge and thought, well, I better play the short option to Christy Hillier instead. 76 minutes played here at TK Shutter Reserve. It's Metro United 2, West Adelaide 1.
Tadino cuts inside. All the way to Cockayne. Cockayne now. Gotten to Moore. Moore looking down the line. Can Cockayne get there? Donna Cockayne, she's done well, done really well. But that touch, unfortunately, was just a heavy one. It's another goal kick to West Adelaide and Sarah Willisey. They need a push now, West Adelaide. Really, they could get away with a draw today. That would keep them about 6 points behind Adelaide City and the 5 that they're behind Metro. But ideally, they'd want 2 goals from here to keep themselves in the hunt for that premiership. With Adelaide City winning last night, if Metro hold on to this score, it creates a big gap between them and West Adelaide. Hillier, will she get onto it? No. Guess who's back there? Kiriakou, ever present, solid. Long ball now by Baltrop. Won by the substitute in Tadino. Tadino is giving it away. What can West Adelaide do? It's gotten a bit scrappy. Saroulis, she's giving it away, and now Tadino with her pace. Will she get onto it? She does. Tadino keeps the ball in. Looks to swing it inside, but that will be easily collected by Willisey. The final product, unfortunately, for Tadino, just not quite there, and Metro and West Adelaide play out quickly. It's Burgess down the line. Here's Georgia Macri. Quick 1-2 with Nishitani. Can she get onto a Macri? Show good pace there, but Scousey gets in the way. Back to Nishitani. Looking for an option. Hillier, great ball. Hillier, can she get past Kiriakou? She can't. Well, the referees actually called a free kick there against Kiriakou. I've got to say, I thought Kiriakou got the ball. I see why that went both ways, but what did you think, Cass?
I thought, there was nothing in that, to be honest.
Yeah, it looked a bit soft.
A bit soft.
Before this free kick will be taken, West Adelaide will make their 3rd substitution. Of course, in the WNPL, 4 are permitted. It's Pavlo Manolakis coming off. And we'll just get eyes on the player that is coming on for you in a second as we see another replay of that foul that is about to be taken by West Adelaide. It looks like Papageorgiou and Nishitani are hovering over the ball. She's left it to Nishitani. Just trying to get eyes on who came on for Pavlo Manolakis there. Nishitani done the cheeky, lined it up on the left, now on her right. Went for a hard pole driver but didn't get past the wall. Gee, that's an interesting option there by Metro to flick the ball. But it's cleared, and West Adelaide now with possession in their defence with Saroulis. Nishitani Tries to sleek it through to Macri. Macri's gotten in behind. What can Macri do? Under pressure there from Moore. Probably played an option that she wished she'd have it back. Did Macri, and Metro again clear. And it will be Anita Burgess to pick up the ball for West Adelaide. It was Burnett who came on for Pavlo Manolakis for West Adelaide, slotting into that midfield. Cerulis. Can West Adelaide find the goals they need? Down the line, Hillier scored an absolute beautiful goal before. Looking to play in Macri. Macri trying to pressure Kiriakou. Kiriakou, though, says, not today, Macri. I'm having the best game I've had in a long time. And that through ball has gone all the way through to Panagaris. I'm not sure if she was off. She was only slightly off. But that's what the weather and the wind can do. And West Adelaide were lucky there that the assistant referee had adjudged Panagaris to be offside.
Here's Papagiorgio. Had a pretty solid game, Christina Papagiorgio, but probably was at fault for Chrissy Panagaris' second goal for Metro. Now Hillier holds up play, tries to turn, and played Burnett through the substitute. Burnett playing, I mean, it was a very attack-minded substitution there, taking Pavlo Manolakis off, putting Burnett on. Here's Papagiorgio. The defence really threadbare now for West Adelaide as they look to put numbers forward. I mean, they've got 4 attacking players. They're looking for a goal there. Here's Cerulis. Cerulis, ball cut out there by Calder. Hillier turns around. Burnett, can she get onto the ball? Harriet Burnett. No, it's Christy Moore. Plays it back to Baltrop. Only as far as Daru. But Vanessa Reid again in the middle of the park. Here's Tadino. Tadino will have the chance to run on. She is got the pace there against Hodgson there. Takes around. Here's Tadino. Shoots. What a save. Well, it was a great darting run forward by Tadino. Manages to get it past Hodgson. And with this shot, clear on goal, forces Realisy to turn it over. I mean, she shot it right at the goalkeeper. Wasn't the highest degree of difficulty there, but it was a good solid save.
Needed to be saved, yeah.
Of course, that does give away another corner for Metro United.
And that's their second, thanks to Chemist King Hectorville.
Yeah, good job they do at Chemist King Hectorville.
Have saved me a couple of times, got to say. Late night, bit of Sudafed.
Yeah, there in Montacute Road.
Rob's saying he works there.
Hey, what's that? Glenburn Road.
Bit of Sudafed, a few antacids and, you know, desperation stuff, Andy. Good people there at Chemist King Hectorville.
Well, maybe they have some epinephrine for West Adelaide. That's what they're going to need in the last 10 minutes or so of this game as Donna Cocaine puts the ball in. But finds ahead of the West Adelaide player there. The ball is high in the middle of the park there. Falls to Kuhar. Kuhar goes out wide to Quigley. Quigley with the ball over the top. Here's Panagaris with a shot. It falls for Reid. Oh, and it's cleared off the line by Papagiorgio. Nishitani now with the ball. Well, that couldn't have been any closer for Vanessa Reid. It was cleared off the line. Here's Daru. Papagiorgio, West Adelaide is the last thing they need. Concede another goal. Here's Realisy. Plays it out there to Papagiorgio. This is what you get when you strip your defence back and search for the goal. Nishitani now, finding her feet in this game. Ball over the top, only as far as Kiriakou though. Here's Hillier. Hillier with the ball through. Great little ball through. Here's Burnett. Offside, says the referee.
Don't know about that.
I'd love to see that again because that did not look offside.
Let's have a look at this one. Oh, that's close. I'm not sure about that.
Very close, very close.
Christy Moore keeps her on side.
When Kevin McCormick's going to watch the replay of this live stream on the Football Federation Facebook page, he's going to look at that one and say that was the moment. I reckon that was onside. Nevertheless,
Louise De Bono comes off for Claro Herendo Andres. What do we know about her? Cass, much?
No, actually, first I've seen of her, so it will be interesting to see.
Yeah. How about that? Number 34 for West Adelaide.
Could be her debut here, Andy. She's not on our sort of list of players from this season, so this could be a debut for young Clara Herando Andres. We'll just call her Herando, as she was written on the lineups before, but could be a debut. We're just checking again to see, and as far as we can tell, this might be game number 1. So good luck.
Hey, could be the surprise package that West Adelaide need to unleash on Metro as Calder controls play, plays it back to Baltrop. Baltrop with another touch out to Kuhar. Here's Kuhar, plays it forward for Tadino. Almost scored before. Nicole Calder. Big searching ball forward, looking for Rachel Quigley. Spills all the way there to Sarah Willisey, the West Adelaide goalkeeper. Just over 5 minutes left in regulation time. It's 2-1 to Metro.
84th minute here at TK Shutter Reserve, of course, a big double-header today. A bit later on, about 2:30, make sure you rejoin us for the big clash between West Adelaide and the home team, Metro Stars. Papa Georgiou now. Hilya. Guess who's there? We're going to get tired of saying her name, but Kiriakou. She's been fantastic and has even won a throw-in for her team. Well, as West Adelaide push the numbers forward, there will be space created behind their defence. That's a foul there. Nishitani straight into the back of Reid, who's also been very impressive in midfield, Andy. I know you mentioned her earlier on in the broadcast. One of those players who just goes about the job well, consistently well. And might not be sort of the flashy player or the big name, but has been vital in this centre midfield for the Metro United team today. Kiriakou now, long ball forward. Papa Georgiou wins the ball. Can West Adelaide get a goal? Nishitani has gotten involved in the play a lot more in the last 10 or so minutes. Macri. Now it's with Burgess. Down the line looking for Macri. Kiriakou again. Plays it down the line. Quigley. All the way back to Moore. Moore now to Reid. Panagaris against Burgess. Plays it back to Moore. Metro looking composed. We'll go all the way back to Baltrop.
She's running full pace at her own goals there for a second.
Oh, that's a poor pass by Baltrop. Almost picked up by Herando. But Calder now plays it inside. It's gone all the way through. Will Quigley chase it? She won't. She'll leave it for Willisey. Willisey looking for a long option. That will hold up in the win. Hodgson's done well to bring that down. It was a dangerous ball. West Adelaide with Psaroulis. Long ball, looking for Herando. But Scousey does well, sends Baltrop back, and Baltrop hoiks it forward. Only as far as Hodgson. And she's let that run. And she plays it all the way back to Willisey. They're getting desperate here, West Adelaide. Only 4 or so minutes to go, plus additional time. Psaroulis. Looking for a long ball, cut out by Kiriakou. What can Kiriakou do? Composed, excellent composure. She is a leader, as Cass said earlier today. And the captain, playing it all the way back to her keeper. And Metro looking in control. West Adelaide looking like they've run out of ideas. Hilya almost sort of sighing that she has to chase another ball. Panagaris, she's moved to the wing. They've taken Quigley out of the midfield and put her forward. Here's Panagaris, the goal scorer for Metro. She's disappointed with that, and it's gone all the way through to Willisey.
Desperation stakes for West Adelaide now, and it looks like it's starting to creep into their game. You don't want to lose the plot. Papa Georgiou goes back to Willisey. To Psaroulis. Marching forward, Psaroulis plays a long ball. Again, cut out by Metro. Metro's defence probably too good to kind of fool with the long ball game. It goes out wide. Willisey to restart play again through Papa Georgiou. To Nishitani in the middle. To Papa Georgiou. Has options in Burgess and Macri, but chooses Nishitani. Nishitani turns and passes rushed and gets the ball cut out. Quigley with a
great reverse
little ball there for Rochelle Kuhar, but it was cut out by the West Adelaide defender. Here's Nanita Burgess. Burgess plays it up the line. Searching ball for Georgia Macri. Can't find her. Can only find Christy Moore. Well, they're going to have to pull a rabbit out of a hat, and they're going to have to do it pretty fast, West Adelaide. Time is marching on. And by the looks of it, so are Metro, unless things can change. Here's Nanita Burgess. Burgess, cheeky little flick there with the back of her heel by Chrissy Panagaris there. Versatile player, playing up forward and now on the wing. Moore cuts it out. Ball over the top. Macri running on using her speed. Here's Georgia Macri. Macri runs on. Ball cut out there very well by Isabella Scousey. Only as far as Burgess. Burgess off her chest to Maddie Daru. Daru's been great today. Ball over the top to Macri. Macri, delicate little touch to Christy Hillier. Has to contend in the middle of the park there with the Metro player. The ball goes out. Quigley, great little ball to Tadino. Tadino runs on. Tadino versus Hodgson. Had the bet over last time. Ball in to Quigley. Quigley in front of goals. Quigley shoots. Sprays it wide. Pressure on there from Cerulis. Manages to deal with it well. West Adelaide now going forward. On the wing through Herando. Herando's got speed. Hillier's in the middle of the park. Finds Hillier in the middle. Ball over the top. Well, Hillier had a chance there, but Christy Moore cut it out. It's going to be a corner. A late corner to West Adelaide.
That's West Adelaide's 4th corner, thanks to Chemist King Hectorville.
Well, that was a chance there. Herando's got definite speed out there on the wing. Cuts the ball in along the ground, looking for Christy Hillier for what would have been her 2nd goal of the game. But the ball was cut out very well by the experienced Christy Moore at fullback. Nishitani with the corner. Crosses it in. Reed gets in the way. Deals with it well.
Bit of BT there, Andy. Bit of Reed.
He's Quigley. Yo. Quigley now. Hodgson does well. Opposite part of the park for her. Little through ball to Macri. Macri versus Reed. Macri crosses it in. Cut out by Calder. Nishitani off the top of the head, and it's all the way back to the furthest back West Adelaide player. In the final seconds of regulation time, West Adelaide are going to have to start again.
Only a couple minutes left here at TK Shutter Reserve. Can West Adelaide find the equaliser? Ideally, they would have liked the win today, but Metro have been, on the balance of play, the stronger team. Tadino. Looking inside. Can she get Quigley? No. Papa Georgiou. And here come West Adelaide. Can they find someone? Great through ball to Macri. Guess who? Kiriakou. And she clears it again, the captain.
Great play.
She has been superb in defence, Ebony Kiriakou. I know we've been going on about it a bit, but well and truly, for my opinion, Andy, the best player on the ground.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's hard for me to look past Chrissy Panagaris. I mean, she did win the game.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's fair point. Fair point. Looks like Chrissy Panagaris, in fact, is coming off. New rules allow players to come off on the near side. She's just gone off near us and coming on for Metro. The sun is obscuring a little bit just of our vision, but we'll get that to you in a second. Nevertheless, game continues. Panagaris has gone off. West Adelaide with Macri, number 11. Lauren Steer. Great to see her playing too. Here come West Adelaide. Intercepted though by Calder. Had a real tough battle with De Bono today. Tadino, offside. West Adelaide desperately trying to get this goal. Can't be too much left. Wouldn't be much more than 3 minutes of injury time. Calder again intercepted. Young Herando, what can she do? Just overran it a little bit, but still managed to win the throw. Last chance saloon now for West Adelaide. Throw-ins taken. Can they get this goal? Hodgson. She plays it. Herando, but guess who? Calder's there. Calder tries to clear it. It's now fallen to Metro. In their midfield, here's Steer, coming back from a serious injury. Tries to play through Tadino. She's let that one go. And that might just be it. Andy will bring us home.
Can they pull the rabbit? They're going to need to. Willisey. Short ball to Cerulis. Solid job this afternoon, Cerulis. Big looping ball over the top, looking for Christy Hillier. Kiriakou manages to cut it out, though, and will marshal the ball all the way to the touchline. Hillier on Kiriakou. Kiriakou holding up the ball very well. What experience. Although it does spill for West Adelaide. West Adelaide in the box. It's going to go out for a corner. And this is the kind of thing they like to see. Final seconds of the game and what could be the last play. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be Christy Hillier's running over to swing the ball in.
Yep. Only Burgess staying back for West Adelaide.
Come on, Sarah Willis, get up there.
For Quigley, to make sure Quigley doesn't get a break. But everybody in the box for West Adelaide.
Ball goes over the top. Hillier. Oh, spills out the bag. Disappointing effort there from West Adelaide. To Burgess. And that is full time here at TK Shutter Reserve. Here at Clemzig, the first of a doubleheader this afternoon. And the game ends Metro United 2, West Adelaide 1.
What a great exhibition of football we've just witnessed, Andy. I thoroughly enjoyed the contest. I think Metro, on the balance of play, like we said, probably the better team today, deserving of their win. But West Adelaide had that real rosy patch at the start of the second half.
We'll see if Cass can get a chat with Chrissy Panagaris, the dual goal scorer.
Yes, who was fantastic. Her first goal, that great turn, set it up perfectly. And then, of course, forcing that mistake from Christina Papageorgiou and slotting one over the top of Willisey, who was off her line.
Well, they'll be disappointed, West Adelaide. I think when they scored that goal early in the second half against
it was their game.
The impetus was there for them to carry on and go from there and win.
Uncharacteristic error from Christina Papageorgiou, who generally had a really solid game for West Adelaide in the back. But, you know, when you've got a player like Chrissy Panagaris running around for you, Andy, that's all it takes sometimes to let them back into the game. We're blessed that Cass has, in fact, managed to get Chrissy Panagaris. We'll cross to Cass very, very shortly.
Just before that, we'll give our votes before we speak to Chrissy Panagaris. For me, honourable mention to Maddie Daru. I thought she was the best for West Adelaide. One vote for me, Rachel Quigley. 2 for Ebony Kiriakou. And my man of the match was Chrissy Panagaris. Did fantastically well.
Yeah, look, Andy, I'm a little bit different to you. I thought Reid was solid. I'm giving her 1 vote today. I know that Chrissy scored 2 goals. She can probably hear us, probably thinking, what is he going on about? But she gets 2 votes today for me. But I thought Ebony Kiriakou's performance in defence was perfect and deserving of player of the match for me.
Well, for the 20th time Chrissy Panagaris scored this season, we can cross to her. She's down on the boundary with Cass Crepietti.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Chrissy, for joining me. Obviously a tough match-up, but you got your 2 goals there. You always turn it on.
Well, of course, like I said in my interview, it's a service, so I got to give it to Quicks for the first goal, and the second goal, I guess, it's just hard work. Like the work rate, you got to keep it up the whole 90 minutes. But I think after that, I was done. Yeah!
Vanessa Reid there getting involved in the interview. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good fight. I'm just out of breath. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, it was good. I'm really happy with the girls. We turned it around from last week. It was, I guess, we just learned from what happened last week, and I'm happy with everything. So I hope from now we just go up and we stay top.
For sure. And how'd you keep West Adelaide at bay? They were pushing, and obviously you kept your defence really well.
I guess we just played our game. I think just compared to last week, we were just overthinking it. Like just the hype about the game was just getting to our heads. So I think this time we just played it as we usually do, just took it as a normal game, and I think that's what happened. I think it's what you do every week. Just, yeah.
Hey, Chrissy, it's Spiro here in the commentary booth.
Is this Panagiris?
Yes, this is the same guy who mispronounced your name many years ago. I got it right today, I promise you.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, as Andy said, that's 20 goals this season from 14 games. You must be absolutely ecstatic with the season that you're having. What's next for you? Are you interested in maybe looking at where your career could take you possibly overseas? Is W League the next step for you? What's next for you?
Yeah, for sure. It will definitely be W League is my next goal. I think I'm really happy with this year compared to last year. But yeah, I think W League hopefully is the year, like this year's going to be the year for me. Sorry, I'm just a bit too overexcited at the moment.
No, you were superb, and Andy gave you player of the match. And I gave you second best on ground, to be honest. I thought Ebony was superb.
Yeah, Ebony's always superb on ground in our defence as well. She's our captain. I guess she has a job to do, and she does it.
What's changed for you in the last couple of years? I mean, when we called you in that grand final, when I famously called you incorrectly for that match winner in that grand final, you were coming off the bench. But what development have you done in your game to see you now starting and scoring so regularly for this very strong Metro United team?
Well, I think at this level, it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be any easier in the next few years. So I think I know that last year was just like a little, I don't know, just a preview of what's up and coming for the next few years. And I know that I have to lift my game, and I do extra training on the outside as well, just to help me, which has definitely helped me. So yeah, I think that's all.
Congratulations on a great performance, Chrissy. Well done. You were superb.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Well done.
Cass, maybe we'll see if you can wander over and ask Kevin McCormick or for either his time or maybe one of his players' times if they're willing to have a chat to us too.
For sure.
Cass. So
yeah.
Cass might just head over and see if she can get
go.
someone from West Adelaide for us as well. Andy, what are your sort of thoughts on the game so far? Well, not so far, the game and its conclusion.
Well, I think with today's result, we've definitely at a point now where we know where things stand for the WNPL. Adelaide City and Metro, as predicted, are going to tussle it out for that top spot. Metro now have wrestled the top spot back off of Adelaide City after this win today. They started slow, Metro, but with performances like today, where conditions are against you, where you're playing tough opposition like West Adelaide, to get the result in the end is very impressive for me.
Yeah, I agree. I thought West Adelaide had that real rosy patch in the second half, and they were all over Metro, and they really were pushing. They would be disappointed with the result. I don't feel like they utilised the conditions in the first half as well as they could have. Going down 1-0 at half-time probably hurt them. But they scored that really great goal early in the second half, and it was game on. This puts them a little bit behind the 8 ball, unfortunately. And they're going to have a struggle to win the premiership. But, of course, in the WNPL top 4 teams created the final series, they're still in the chance for the championship.
Yeah, there's enough of a gap between West Adelaide and the teams beneath them, like Adelaide Uni, the FFSA NTC girls who are in the top 4, and Salisbury Inter. It's a tough tussle down there. We can go now to Cass Trapietti, who's out there on the boundary with the head coach of West Adelaide, Kevin McCormick.
Yes, thank you, Kevin McCormack. So thanks for joining us. Tough matchup out there, but you were always in it. I thought. What do you think?
Well, yeah. Thank you for saying that. Well, it was a tough game. Both teams are pretty good, and there's not much between them. In the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes, I thought we were really looking good. Up to that point, there wasn't much in it. We didn't get the last final ball in behind, which is something that we've obviously still got to work on. But yeah, 2 good teams going head to head, so there wasn't much in it.
What can you do next week to sort of get back into the race? You know, I mean, Adelaide City and Metro, they're getting further ahead, but it's still not over. What can you do?
Yeah. Look, as long as we get top 4, none of the top 4 teams are going to like playing against each other. So I'm not sure whether we can make it back into the 1 or 2 at the moment. Those 2 are pretty good. But saying that, there's not much between the 3 or 4 of us. So nobody's going to like to play against us, and we're getting better and better. So, okay, we've got to win those games, and we had a bit of a patch where we should have scored against good teams, but we were the better team, and yeah, that left us behind. And then we've lost to Metro twice by the odd goal, which is tough. But yeah, look, my team are playing pretty well. There was one mistake really that made the difference in the game, and that's unfortunate. But Chrissy's a good forward. She's hungry and young, and you know, she makes a difference in anyone's team. But my team are okay. We'll play Adelaide City next week, and they won't be looking forward to playing against us because we're pretty mad now.
Oh, yeah, I agree, definitely. And any questions, guys, for Kevin?
Yeah, just wanted to ask Kevin, how much did the conditions impact on today's game? I mean, we've seen Chrissy's goals kind of coming from uncharacteristic missteps by Cerulis and Papa Giorgio. Was the torrential rain and the wind, did that impact down there on ground level?
Yeah, oh, look, it was difficult. Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't. You see the wind coming from my right to left. In the first half, it was hard to play with, and they really struggled to play with it as well. We quite enjoyed playing into the wind with the ball on the ground. Yeah, look, there's what we're going to say about the weather. Can you control it? No, you can't. So you just got to get on with it and try and make the best of it. The pitch was fine. We thought all the rain we're going to get through the week was going to make a difference, but you know, the people here have looked after the pitch, so it was fine to play on. Wind's always difficult to play with. So, you know, same for both teams.
Appreciate your time, Kevin. Good on you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good luck for the rest of the season, following weeks. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Cass Trapietti there on the ground, bringing us Chrissy Panagaris, the dual goal scorer and the coach of Adelaide United, Kevin McCormack. Cassandra, can you hear us down there on the sideline? We'll just get your we'll get Cass's mic turned up. Sorry, Cass, we'll just get you back.
No
on
worries.
So, some of your sentiments, please, on today's game.
Definitely. Look, I thought it was a great match for both sides. A few errors there for West Adelaide, which proved a bit costly, but I thought Panagaris was fantastic, and Ebony Kiriakou, I thought she deserved a woman of the match feat there as well. So at the end of the day, I think Metro were the better side, just a tad.
Thanks very much, Cash. Great work there.
Thank you.
Up here with the stats and the special comments, and on the sideline with the players. Well done, Cash Trepietti. Andy, some final thoughts before we leave this broadcast.
So to play for in the WNPL for the remaining fixtures as we slide into the back half of the season. Kevin McCormick says the top 4 is going to be interesting. It's going to pay to be in the top positions when it comes down to finals time with the FFSA NTC girls, or maybe Salisbury Inter getting in ahead of Adelaide Uni.
Yeah.
I mean, with all due respect, you want to play them week 1 of the finals. So the higher you are, the better it will be. Second versus third is going to be a tough game when it comes to finals time this year in the WNPL.
Couldn't agree more. Thought Kevin, obviously disappointed to lose today, but played down that sort of first, second role as long as we get into the 4, but you're absolutely right, Andy. It's a top 3 and then sort of a bit of everyone else, isn't it? So you'd want to get as high up as you can in the ladder. We've had an absolute blast here today at this round 14 WNPL fixture. Andy, a few final words from some of our key sponsors, please.
Yes, it has been. Round 14 of the WNPL. Metro United 2, West Adelaide 1, proudly presented by VALO, professional LED lighting for sports, designed and engineered in Australia. The RAA, proudly supporting football in South Australia. Get an insurance quote today. And support women's football in South Australia. Claymore Wines, donating $1 from every bottle sold at participating outlets to Women's Football Fund. Full details, the FFSA website. Stay tuned to Livestream Australia on the FFSA's Facebook page at 2:45. The live stream starts for the men's match of this doubleheader. It's Metro Stars versus West Adelaide here at TK Shutter Reserve. From Andy Rosgar, Spira Karanikos Mimis, and Cass Trapietti, and the team at Livestream Australia. Good afternoon, thank you, and enjoy the World Cup, enjoy the football.
Go Socceroos.
Good month to be a football fan.
Can you tell him?
Okay, come on.
What's this?
Apparently it was an epic jump. Smashed right through the laundry window.
What?
But your RAA home insurance covers accidental glass breakage.
Oh, yeah, right.
We do more. Get a quote today.